McKean, and Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field, found the outfield grass, and Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, a really nice takedown, good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Bay at the buzzer, hits the three, nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks, double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep three, hit it. That's a three for South Loup.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau.
Oh.
Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second, 6 and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Home going back. Home will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Home, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhill Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos, a 3, got it. His third from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce, gets it into Ryan. Nice post move, lays it up and in, and scores 2.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long 3, she puts it up, and that's going to go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime, goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it, and looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist pump.
Bounce pass to the elbow to Jackson Henry, handoff Loy. Loy picked up by Miller. Loy bounces it inside to Henry. He'll put it up and score! And Ansley Litchfield has their first lead of the game.
That's a good-looking car out of Laramie, Wyoming again.
Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound. Throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bow's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean, and Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field, found the outfield grass, and Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, a really nice takedown, good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Bay at the buzzer, hits the three, nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks, double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep three, hit it. That's a 3 for South Loup.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau.
Oh.
Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second, 6 and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Home going back. Going back, Home will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Home, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Going. Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhill Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos, a three, got it. His third from downtown in the quarter.
Cody with the bounce, gets it into Ryan. Ryan, nice post move, lays it up and in and scores two.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long three, she puts it up, and that's going to go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime, goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it, and looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist pump.
Bounce pass to the elbow to Jackson Henry, handoff Loy. Loy picked up by Miller. Loy bounces it inside to Henry. He'll put it up and score! And Ansley Litchfield has their first lead of the game.
That's a good-looking car out of Laramie, Wyoming again.
Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound, throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's gonna win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean, and Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass. And Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Bay at the buzzer, hits the three. Nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks. Double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep three. Wow. Hit it. That's a three for South Loup.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau.
Oh.
Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second, 6 and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Home going back. Home will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Home, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhill Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos, a three, got it. His third from downtown in the quarter.
Cody with the bounce, gets it into Ryan. Ryan, nice post move, lays it up and in and scores two.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long three, she puts it up, and that's going to go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime, goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it, and looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist pump.
Bounce pass to the elbow to Jackson Henry, handoff Loy. Loy picked up by Miller. Loy bounces it inside to Henry. He'll put it up and score! And Ansley Litchfield has their first lead of the game.
That's a good-looking car out of Laramie, Wyoming again.
Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound, throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
Broadcast of high school sports here on Central Nebraska's Sports Source. We want to say thanks to all the community-spirited businesses who bring you our coverage. We hope that you'll join us thanking those sponsors by giving them your patronage.
Thank you to these businesses that bring you every high school and Husker broadcast.
Nebraska State Bank, Grocery Cart, Arrow Seed, Team Physical Therapy, Meade Lumber, Custer Federal State Bank, Rod's Body and Paint, Trotter Service, Shelter Insurance, Agland ATV, Duda Plumbing, Sargent Irrigation, Elham Medical Center, Central Nebraska Diesel, Geared for Sports, Broken Bow Dental, Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency, Gateway Motors, High Street Insurance and Financial Services, Taylor Heating and Cooling, Justin Thompson Agency, Palmer Monument, Rise Rehab and Performance. Now, let's go live for our coverage of exciting sports action on Central Nebraska Sports Source.
Good evening and welcome to Sargent, site of tonight's boys subdistrict action between four different teams. First, it will be Twin Loup facing Burwell, and then Anselmo-Merna facing off against South Loup. My name is Jeremy Scheib. Glad to have you here. I'll be joined later in the pregame by my broadcast partner, Larry Kottner. As we get ready for this first game between Twin Loup and Burwell, we want to thank the sponsors in addition to those that you just heard joining us for this broadcast. They include 4 County Heating and Air, bringing you tonight's starting lineups, Clang Financial, and the Dairy Queen of Broken Bow, bringing you tonight's timeouts. Thank you as well to the Twin Loup Boosters, Hermsmeyer Agronomy, and the Ritz Cafe, in addition to Central Nebraska Electric. We'll take a break and hear from some of those sponsors. When we return, we'll get you set up for Twin Loup and Burwell here on KBBN Radio and Sand Hills Express Video.
Radio coverage of the Twin Loup Wolves is brought to you by the Twin Loup Boosters, including Morgan Ranch Inc., OBO Ranch, Orville's Repair, Pea Patch Greenhouse and Gifts, Prairie Thunder Game Birds, Roberts Chiropractic, Rolling and Keenan Stepka, Sargent Chamber of Commerce, Sargent Corner Market, Sargent Insurance Agency, Sargent Packing, Sargent Tire, Seidel Contracting, and Sheets Irrigation. Enjoy the broadcast brought to you by the Twin Loup Boosters.
Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley is a proud supporter of this broadcast and area high school sports action. Playing hard throughout the season takes a lot of work, and Todd salutes that dedication. Any electrical work you need done right the first time deserves a free estimate from Central Nebraska Electric. Call them at 750-6458. That's Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley, sponsoring this broadcast and wishing area teams good luck this season.
Monty Hermsmeyer with Hermsmeyer Agronomy and Pioneer Seed wishes these hardworking athletes the best as they compete in this sports broadcast. Hermsmeyer Agronomy and Pioneer works hard to provide quality service and stands behind their product. Just like Pioneer Seed is the foundation of a bountiful harvest, our area student athletes are the seeds to our future success. Good luck from Hermsmeyer Agronomy and Pioneer Seed, located in Sargent.
Proud Wolves supporters, the Ritz Cafe is excited to help bring this broadcast to the airwaves. When you need a delicious meal or a sweet treat, head to the Ritz in Sargent. They are open every day except Wednesday from 11 a.m. until 8 p.m. Seeking tasty ice cream? Their ice cream happy hour is 3 until 5. Expect great food, the very best ice cream, and of course friendly hometown service at the Ritz Cafe in Sargent, cheering on the Wolves in competition.
The chili season is here. No need to be wearing a stocking hat inside. Talk to them at Meade Lumber in Broken Bow and get your home's insulation upgraded. Not only will you keep the cold outside in the winter, you'll also have a more efficient, clean, and healthy home. At Meade Lumber, they do their very best to accommodate you with information on your project. Check out the awesome resources they offer at meadelumber.com as well. Meade Lumber in Broken Bow. Visit them today on East Highway 2.
Life's better when you're under our roof because we can help you choose insurance to help protect what matters most. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family could have the help they need to continue to pursue their dreams. Contact Justin at the Justin Thompson Agency at 872-5252 today.
American Family Insurance.
Products not available in all states. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Welcome back to Sargent as we get you ready for Twin Loup and Burwell, the first of two broadcasts for you this evening. We want to draw attention to the sponsors that you see on the top right-hand part of your screen. If you're taking in the video stream this evening, you'll see them scroll throughout the evening on the top right-hand part of your screen. Those are the sponsors making it possible for us to bring extra personnel and equipment to bring you a video broadcast in addition to the radio play-by-play. Thank you to sponsors BD, the Grocery Cart of Broken Bow, Nebraska State Bank, Agland ATV, Palmer Monument, Insurance of the Heartland, H&R Block, Colligan, 450 Ag, Mead Lumber of Broken Bow, the Callaway District Hospital with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, the Garden Center, Downey Drilling, and the Market and Mill of Anselmo. We'll take one last break and hear from a couple more sponsors. When we come back, we'll welcome Larry into the broadcast and we'll chat a little bit about Twin Loup and Burwell ahead of this broadcast from the D1-10 subdistrict on KBBN Radio.
Team Physical Therapy is happy to help bring this sports broadcast to your airwaves. From our locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, and Gothenburg, we are equipped for the needs that modern physical therapy calls for. Call 872-5111 and ask about how we can help, or visit myteampt.com and learn more about us. Together empowering able movement, Team Physical Therapy at 872-5111. Enjoy the broadcast brought to you by your friends at Team Physical Therapy.
Geared for Sports on the west side of Broken Bow is ready to help you gear up for spring sports. Whether you're hitting the golf course, running track, or stepping up to the plate for baseball and softball, Geared for Sports has the gear you need. New arrivals are landing daily, including chubby shorts for men, Hydro Jug bottles, and Beck's sunglasses. Stop in, stock up, and get geared up for a winning spring season at Geared for Sports in Broken Bow, your hometown headquarters for athletes of every age.
If you've got an upgrade, remodel, or new construction project on your mind for the year, now is the time to get it scheduled with Duda Plumbing. Scott and Colton specialize in remodels, new build plumbing, and advanced sewer video inspections. They provide friendly, reliable service to Broken Bow and nearby communities. And yes, they can handle septic plumbing when you need it. Plan ahead and get on the calendar today with Duda Plumbing, where they do the plumbing.
A new year means new plans and a fresh start for your savings. At Custer Federal State Bank, we believe hard work deserves a safe place to grow. Whether you're saving for the farm, the family, or the future, our savings accounts are built for folks who value trust, service, and hometown banking. Start the year off right with neighbors who know you by name. Stop by Custer Federal State Bank today or visit us online. Custer Federal State Bank, your hometown bank, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Radio coverage of the Twin Loup Wolves is brought to you by the Twin Loup Boosters, including Slagle Angus, Speltz Lumber Company, Stars Wildlife Inn, Taylor Storage, TCH Seeds, Team Physical Therapy, The Rescue Bar and Grill, Treptow Cattle Company, Trotter Grain and Fertilizer, Trotter's Woe and Go, Union Bank and Trust, Upstream Ranch, Valley County Health System, and Wagner Bunkhouse and Cabins. Enjoy the broadcast brought to you by the Twin Loup Boosters.
Wait! Stop! This is not a drill. Gateway Motors just triggered a vehicle alert you need to hear. Select Chevrolet Equinoxes, Trax, Trailblazers, Nissan Altimas, Jeep Compass, and Toyota Camrys are all part of one exclusive promotion. Just $299 down, $299 a month with approved credit, and every one of them is tagged with the Gateway Motors Lifetime Powertrain Limited Warranty. There are only 10 vehicles available. When they're gone, they're gone. Look for the vehicles with the green dot on the windshield. That's how you know they're part of the deal. Get to Gateway Motors in Broken Bow. This is only while supplies last.
Big games, big moments. Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
Welcome back to Sargent. We've got Burwell and Twin Loup coming your direction here shortly. I welcome into the broadcast area Larry Kottner. Larry, we go into this Twin Loup and Burwell game looking at a couple of teams that have kind of had different outcomes so far this season when it comes to a win-loss standpoint. Let's start by talking about Burwell. Kind of had their 4 wins spread evenly throughout the season. This team had to grind all the way till January before getting their first win of the season. Those wins coming against Elba, NGSE, Palmer, and Sandhills Valley. But they're coming off of a win back on the 23rd just yesterday. And I know that felt good after you haven't had a win for a while and haven't had much success throughout the season to tally a win. It just feels good to go through all of the hard work that every one of these teams throughout the state goes through to get those wins tallied.
Yeah, the Longhorns, they play good competition. There's a tough schedule for them, and they have played a little bit better, I think, of recent. When you look at the score totals, they've really struggled this year on offense. When they have reached 50 points, which is only twice, they were victorious both times. But when you go back and look at their losses, 15 of their 18 losses, they did not reach the 35-point plateau, and you've got to make points to win ball games.
You talk about how tough their schedule has been. Listen to this schedule from January 20th until now. That schedule included a 22-1 Archangels Catholic, a 14-9 Arcadia Loup City, a 12-8 Sandhills Thedford, and a 15-7 Grand Island Lutheran. So they have been battle tested. So we'll look to see what Burwell looks like when they come out here and play against Twin Loup. Binyam Sykes is their leading scorer with 8.5 a game. Court Hicks puts in just over 6 a game. Hayes Plugi knocks in 6 a game. Hayes also leads them in rebounds per game at about 6.5. Burwell averages 30 points a game as a team, 7.5 steals a game to 21 turnovers. They shoot 30% from 2 and 23% from 3. On the other side of the floor, we take a look at what Twin Loup's got going on this season. 19-3. Their losses this season could not be more spread out. They lost to Stewart in mid-December, Hershey at the end of December, a C2 opponent, and then just recently at Sumner Eddyville Miller. Coach Lyons always got them ready to play. That's always a tough game, no matter what SEM puts out on the floor. But they come off of a win at Central Valley, which I would argue is their biggest win of the season, Larry.
Yeah, that's a good comeback win, too, after losing that game on the road against Sumner Eddyville Miller, to come back and go on the road again, go over to Greeley and get the victory over the Cougars of Central Valley, who are very athletic and proven on the football field this year. And they also had some good wrestlers. They've got some very good basketball players as well. These two teams were supposed to play Friday, but that game got canceled because of the weather. But they're ready to go here again now.
They'll play now, and you mentioned that game against Central Valley. Central Valley currently 15th in the points in D1, while Twin Loup is 13th. Twin Loup led by Yaya Harris with 28.5 points per game. Carter Hall joins him in double figures with 11 a game. Yaya pulls down just over 8 rebounds a game. Jackson Hall, 8 rebounds a game himself. As a team, Twin Loup scores 64 points a game on average, steals the ball 11 times a game while turning it over 13 times per contest. They shoot 49% from 2 and knock down 24% from 3. We'll take a timeout. Starting lineups coming your way on the other side.
The Grocery Cart is happy to sponsor this sports broadcast. Inside GK Wine and Spirits, the key word for us is variety. We have a large selection of Nebraska-made beers and a bunch of seltzer choices too. There's a wine that will pair well with any meal. Our shelves are full with everything from sweet to dry. Did I mention awesome prices? For your good time or to wind down your day, shop GK Wine and Spirits inside the Grocery Cart in Broken Bow.
When the big game day arrives, you need a vehicle you can count on. Trotter Service has you covered. Offering full-service auto repair, tire sales, oil changes, and more, Trotter Service is your trusted hometown shop for reliable vehicle care. Whether you're heading to the game or driving every day, their expert team keeps your ride running strong. Schedule an appointment at trotterstirepros.com or call 872-6801. Your hometown automotive repair and tire store, Trotter Service.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Hi, this is Nate Bell with High Street Insurance and Financial Services in Broken Bow. See us online at hsip.com. See possible.
This sports broadcast and your starting lineups are brought to you by Ford County Heating and Air. Owners Brian and Austin serve the area with more than 20 years of combined experience in the industry. Call for a free estimate and timely service. Ford County Heating and Air in Broken Bow, 308-872-2255. 5-8. We'll start with the starting lineup for the visiting Burwell Longhorns. They go like this. Teague Stout is a 5'10" sophomore. Binyam Sykes is a 6'1" senior. Hayes Plugi is a 6'4" senior. Court Hicks is a 6-foot tall freshman. And Cody Marshall is a 6'2" senior. Adam Stolzer and Emily Plock are the head coaches of the Burwell Longhorns, coming into this one with a record of 4-18. Now we'll look at the Twin Loup Wolves. They'll go like this. Yaya Harris is a 6'2" sophomore. Carter Hall is 6'2" and a junior. Jackson Hall is 6'3" and a junior. Henry Sortum is 6'4" and a senior. Mace Barron is 6'2" and a senior. Chris Barron is the head coach of the Wolves. He is assisted by Cole Christopherson. Again, the Wolves are 19-3 on the season, coming into this D1-10 sub-district matchup with the Burwell Longhorns. That's a look at your starting lineups, brought to you by your friends at 4 County Heating and Air. Well, it goes without saying, Larry, that we're at the point of the season, certainly here in the sub-district, where all coaches want to be able to come out of games saying that their team went out on the floor and played their absolute best. I think that's just basically what these teams want to do, come out and look like it's the late point of the season, it's the postseason. You want to come out and look sharp and play the best brand of basketball you can.
Yeah, and if you really want to look at it in a different way, like maybe a music contest of some sort, the season is the preparation for the show. This is the show. This is where you get credited with your points. You had a good season. You finished strong. You're playing well at the end. It's going to show up here in the postseason.
8 minutes up on the clock. Twin Loup in the home whites with the black numerals and the maroon trim. Burwell in the road purples with the white numerals and black and white trim. They're getting the last few lights turned on over the crowd, and then we'll get started. Burwell going to go left to right. For those of you visualizing on the radio, I'll be going the opposite direction, but pretty easy to tell them apart. Burwell is in the purple, and Twin Loup is in the white. The Wolves win the tip, and Yaya Harris spins on the right side of the lane and scores 2 to open up, and he's looking spry to start this one.
Boy, he almost looked like he was out of control, but he really wasn't. He knew exactly what he wanted to do on that play.
Burwell with it on the other side. Plugi tries to go high-low. It's tipped, but will stay on Burwell's end with a baseline inbound.
Even if you're playing off your man, it's always good to have those hands up, and that's what Jackson Hall did.
Teague Stout to toss it in. Got to throw it in pretty quickly here as the 5-second count was on. Plugi has it, now centers it, and they go over to Sykes on the right wing. Go over left side to Plugi. Ball above the head. Centers it up top with Hicks. Now right side, it's Stout. Waiting for Sykes. Catches it between the rings. Left side. Now on the left block, it's Stout, blocked by Barron into the hands of Yaya Harris. Out around Plugi, goes up and jams it. A Twin Loup dunk from Yaya Harris, and they go up 4-0.
Well, you knew that was coming somewhere along the line, and it came pretty early in this game.
And now the defense of Harris causes Sykes to take an extra step before passing it off to Hicks. So a couple of scores and a couple of stops for Twin Loup. And they're off and running here in the first quarter with 1 minute gone. Jackson Hall goes left side. Over to Carter Hall, takes the three, misses it, fight for the rebound, run down by Hall on the opposite side of the floor he shot it from. Now they go in the corner to Jackson Hall, missed it long, rebound on the weak side to Burwell. Sykes with the basketball, holds it up to Plugi, now gets it back, throws it ahead to Teague Stout, who wasn't ready for it. Now Twin Loup gets the turnover, and Harris has it in the front court. Goes baseline, behind the back pass into the hands of Carter Hall. A flashy dime there from Yaya Harris. And Twin Loup has gone up 6-0 with 6:25 to go first quarter. A Dairy Queen of Broken Bow timeout on the floor as we'll step away as well.
Cattle producers, AeroSeed is your one-stop shop for power fencing needs. AeroSeed has all the supplies, including high-tensile wire, posts, insulators, and energizers to build or replace a solar, electric, or battery-operated system. They offer products from Gallagher, the most practical, affordable, and dependable range of animal management systems on the market. Should anything ever go wrong with your Gallagher Energizer, you won't have to send it off somewhere to be repaired. Most often it can be repaired right at Aeroseed. Get your Gallagher power fence and supplies from Aeroseed on North 10th Avenue, Broken Bow.
They couldn't ask for a better start if you're Twin Loup, Larry. 3 possessions, 3 scores.
Yeah, they have done it well. They've forced 2 turnovers, and they've cashed in on both of them.
Burwell back in the half court looking for their first score. Plugi goes up top to Hicks. Now left side, it's Stout. Stout centers it with Sykes. Right side to Hicks. Hicks, a jab step, a 3 up, off the back heel and out. Jackson Hall the rebound. Yaya Harris throws it head to Barron. Mace, a couple of dribbles into the lane. Floater won't go. Jackson Hall, the weak side rebound. Sent away on the putback by Sykes, and Burwell will take it away.
Well, he timed that very nicely, did Binion Sykes.
Back the other way, Burwell. Ball is on the floor. Fight for the ball, taken away by Hall. Thrown ahead into the hands of Sortum. And now running the floor as they do. Twin Loup scores on the left-hand side with Jackson Hall, who puts it home off the glass.
Good adjustment by Jackson Hall to go to that left hand to get that easy bucket.
And now Plugi called for an illegal screen right at the timeline. Got in the way of Yaya Harris. And Harris not allowed to run through that screen, which you can kind of take up that space, but Plugi didn't really make up his mind whether he wanted to set the screen or just kind of be in the way. Harris ran into him, and it was turned over. But now Burwell gets the turnover right back with the pickoff. Sykes with the basketball, just right of center, goes over to Stout on the right wing. Stout, right to left dribble, in the lane, blocked inside by Harris, taken away by Plugi, the offensive board. Plugi from the right side, might have been partially blocked on the shot, it comes up short. Now Harris in transition, around everybody, tries to put it over the front of the rim, but it falls short. Burwell, the defensive board. Sykes into the front court, gives it off on the right side to Hicks. Popping out at the top was Marshall, now left side Sykes. His 3 falls through. Binyam Sykes puts Burwell on the board.
Did a good job of squaring himself up and towing that mark and getting that shot off.
Burwell back on the other side, leading 8-3. Mace Barron drives baseline, cut off in the short corner, lobs it for Sortum, does well to control it, scoops it out to Harris, blocked but fouled. He'll shoot 2.
That's going to be the first foul of the ball game, and it's going to go on Teague Stout for Burwell.
It's been a pretty quick-moving first quarter. Just a couple of fouls whistled in this one, the one that we just had, and then the one on Plugi around half court. Harris's first splashes home. 1 substitution for Burwell as J.J. Maynard comes into the game. Cody Marshall will take a seat. Maynard averaging just over 3 points per game this season for the Longhorns, as Harris takes his second and makes it 2 for 2 that trip. Sykes with the basketball, D'd up by Harris in the backcourt. Sykes dribbling up the right-hand side. Oh, Harris just tripped and fell and kind of looked at himself like, oh, man, I think that line jumped up and grabbed me. Burwell travels on the right side of the lane and turns it over to Twin Loup.
Third turnover on the Longhorns here in the early part of this game.
Carter Hall brings it into the front court. High post look to Sortum. Back out to Hall. Drives in the lane. Puts it up over the front of the rim and gets the friendly roll here in Sargent for 2.
Carter averages double figures at 11 points a game. He's got 4 early on.
Sykes against Harris. Nice crossover dribble into the front court. Goes over left side to Maynard. Centers the basketball with Hicks. Right side to Sykes. Now in the corner, it's Stout. Stout, a couple of dribbles, cut off there. Gets it to Plugi on the left side of the lane. Out to Sykes, another 3. Missed it, but he's fouled. They say that Yaya hit him in the face. And so Sykes going to shoot 3 here. It's kind of what the doctor ordered for Burwell.
And that's going to be the first foul against the Wolves. And the first one on Yaya Harris. And, yeah, golden opportunity for Binyam Sykes. He's got all 3 of their points.
Sykes makes the first. Pretty good looking shot there from the free throw line. He looks comfortable there as he makes it 4 on the scoreboard for the Longhorns.
You and I saw him put on a pretty good performance in the fall in a football game up at Dunning in which they surprised Sandhills Thetford.
That was a quality football game. Into the game, Cooper Bush for Twin Loup. Also in, Brennan Barron making his first appearance. Substitute for Burwell snuck in there on me as well. Soli Troush into the game. Sykes makes 2 of 3, misses the third one. Twin Loup back the other direction. Harris works it around left side, and it's thrown away as they tried to go inside to Hall. So Burwell gets the turnover. They trail 5-12. Left side to Maynard. Popping out and grabbing it is Hicks. Now right side to Sykes. Sykes with the bounce against Brennan Barron. Goes left side to Maynard. Goes to the drive. Cut off at the free throw line. They get it around to Sykes on the right side. Toes up a deep 3. Would not go. Rebound fought for. And the battle won by Plugi. Shoots it up on the left side. Missed it. Weak side rebound. Now rebound inside from Jackson Hall. Jackson into the front court. Backs it out. Centers it with Bush. Now right side Barron to Brennan Barron. Back to Mace. 3 from the right side. Won't go. Weak side rebound. Yanked down by Court Hicks of Burwell.
Burwell doing a pretty good job on the boards. Staying even right now with Twin Loup, 6 boards apiece for each of these teams, but both these teams battling for those rebounds.
Maynard with it, throws it over left side to Troush, up top to Sykes, just left of center. 1 dribble, right side to Maynard, out to Plugi, now Sykes left side. Harris out on him, hasn't used the dribble yet, instead throws it right side to Troush. Now Plugi on the right side takes a 3, left it long. Yaya Harris, the weak side rebound. Off and running, instantly in a 2-on-2, and Harris is fouled before a shot is put up.
You got to love his instincts. He gets that ball off that rebound. First thing he's wanting to do is push it up the court.
Well, he got it on the left-hand side of the lane, and he was the second or third one into the front court the other direction. His speed is something that has given teams a problem. Brennan Barron catches it in the lane, tries to go high-low. Right idea there as Plugi was tight on him defensively, tried to dump it down to Jackson Hall, but it was knocked away. Now Barron on the inbound, missed the 3. Fight for the rebound on the weak side. Harris comes away with it. Yaya shoots it up, missed it, got his board again, goes back up, scores it this time. So give him a couple of rebounds and give him another score.
He's got 8 in the game.
14-5, the Twin Loup lead. Sykes with the basketball up the right-hand side of the floor. Calls for a handoff. Gives it off to Troush, and it's taken away by Jackson Hall. Hall up the left-hand side, lays it up, and puts it in.
Couple of left-handed layups and 4 points in the game for Jackson Hall.
Burwell trailing by 11 now, their first double-digit trailing of the game. Troush with it, gets inside to Marshall. Shot it on the turnaround, would not go. Rebound into the hands of Harris. Yaya, pull up 3 from the top of the key. Missed it. Jackson Hall the rebound. Puts it up off the square and through. Good crash of the board there from Jackson Hall. And again, I say I am constantly enamored with the great fundamental play of Twin Loup. Very well coached team.
Jackson Hall did the right thing. He put himself right where he needed to be to get that board.
Burwell with the basketball. They get it down on the right wing to Marshall. Deed there by Yaya Harris, who sends back the first shot attempt. Offensive board for Burwell, if you want to call it that. Only 4 seconds on the shot clock. Sykes from deep, missed everything. Long rebound out to Jackson Hall. It hit the backboard, but missed the rim and net. Now Yaya Harris, a three-pointer. Side rim and out. Jackson Hall almost pulls down an offensive board, but had it knocked out of his hands by Plugi. It'll stay Twin Loup ball.
Yeah, I was almost surprised that wasn't a shot clock violation on the previous Burwell possession there.
Yeah, it missed the rim, hit the backboard below the rim. Sordom catches it on a little scoop pass from Yaya Harris and just uses his size to put it up and over the rim.
Not an easy spin move there to get that shot off.
Sykes up the right-hand side, jab step for Scott, shoots it up, blocked by Harris as time expires on the first quarter. A very fast-moving first quarter. Only 4 total fouls between these teams, not many turnovers. Ball didn't go out of bounds much either. As we head to the second, Twin Loup leads it 20-5 over Burwell here on KBBN Radio.
Nebraska State Bank is where hometown pride meets hometown banking. They're proud to offer a full range of personal and business banking services, including checking and savings accounts, home and agriculture loans, and convenient online mobile banking. Nebraska State Bank will help you score whether you're buying your first home, growing a business, or planning for the future. With branches in Broken Bow, Merna, and Callaway, they are your trusted teammate. Enjoy the broadcast brought to you by Nebraska State Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.
Supporting our student athletes, Melham Medical Center stands by you every step of the way. They offer local access to wellness and care, from emergency and inpatient services to the specialty clinic, offering top providers in orthopedics, cardiology, neurological care, and radiology. With a focus on inspiring healthy living through quality care, Melham is proud to back our hometown teams. Visit them at melham.org or call them at 308-872-4100. Melham Medical Center in Broken Bow.
Welcome back to Sargent. Burwell basketball out of the timeout. Sykes with the bounce against Harris. Throws it high post. Nice play out of the timeout. The high-low look into the hands of Court Hicks, who scores inside.
Good backdoor play that time set up by the Longhorns.
Twin Loup basketball. Harris, a 3 from the right side. Missed it long. Rebound to Jackson Hall. Hall drives baseline, scoops it to Sordom, scores it inside. The one-handed dish off from Jackson Hall leads to a score. Sykes with the bounce into the front court. Plugi, high post look, tries to hand it off to Sykes. Harris just rips it away. Yaya the other way, up the left side, missed the layup. Hall, the putback. He's blocked, but he's fouled.
Free throw opportunity here for Hall. That's going to go against Teague Stout. That'll be his second.
So Jackson Hall to the free throw line. 6'3" junior averages just over 8 points and right at 8 rebounds a game. Just short of a double-double as he misses the first. Your friends at Clank Financial are honored to help with any of your health and life insurance questions, as well as any retirement planning needs you may have. You can reach them at 872-6810. Clank Financial, downtown Broken Bow at 940 South D Street, as Hall makes the second. Burwell basketball. Sykes with the bounce. Throws it over left side to Stout. Teague searches, centers it with Plugi. Now right side Sykes takes the 3. Off the side rim and out. Rebound fought for, out of bounds. And it will stay with Burwell.
Looked like it was golden opportunity for Cody Marshall there, but a nice slap away from Mace Barron.
Yeah, sometimes the biggest play you can make is not pulling down the rebound, but realizing you're not in the position to defend it if a rebound is allowed, and you just slap it out of bounds. Sykes right side to Stout, gets a screen from Plugi. The screen and roll was there, but Sordom defends it so well that the pass opportunity is cut off, and then he gets the blocked shot on Stout. Twin Loup ball the other direction. Harris with the bounce, being hounded by Hicks. Throws it right side to Barron. Mace spins, cut off on the baseline drive. Jackson Hall left side. Step back 3, got it to go. What a move, Jackson Hall.
And he leads all scorers here in the ballgame with 10 points.
Sykes into the front court, keeps the bounce alive, centers it. Now left side, it's Court Hicks. Hicks to Plugi, right side to Stout. Holds it up, now gives it to Sykes, left side, Plugi. Ball above the head, Mace Barron on him, playing off him a little bit. Now right side, it's Sykes, being hounded by Carter Hall. Jackson Hall tips it out of bounds on the pass to the left side. 5:44 to go here, second quarter. 26-7 is the Twin Loup lead, and Coach Stolzer takes a timeout for Burwell. It's brought to you by the Dairy Queen of Broken Bow. Take this moment to plan your next trip to the Dairy Queen for a delicious blizzard for the season, traditional sundaes, cones, and shakes, or hot burgers, chicken strips, fries, cheese curds, and more. Visit them on West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Sargent Irrigation may work across the globe, but their heart is firmly planted in central Nebraska. They know it's the people here, hardworking, dedicated, and full of community pride, that make their success possible. That's why they proudly support both high school and Husker sports broadcasts. Whether you're cheering from the stands or tuning in at home, they're helping bring the excitement right to you. Enjoy the game, brought to you in part by Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow.
We are here for you, no matter where it works best to meet. Hi, this is Liana with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. We may have closed our Broken Bow office, but that doesn't mean Lori and I aren't ready to hit the road to meet where it's most convenient for you. Whether that's your home, conference rooms, coffee shops, or a picnic table in the park, we'll bring our competitive, trusted coverage to you. You can also come by our Callaway office Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. until 5, or Fridays, 7:30 a.m. till noon, or call 836-2201 and let's talk so we can go to work for you at Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency.
Welcome back to the action. Shot put up but missed by Burwell. Twin Loup in transition. Yaya Harris, the left-hand side, scores it just that quick. Twin Loup is a dangerous transition team, Larry.
Yes, they are. They are very dangerous. They get up and down the court quickly off those defensive boards.
Burwell misses an open three in the corner. Court Hicks comes up short. Twin Loup the defensive board. Running it the other way. Taken away only momentarily as Twin Loup recovers it. Jackson Hall goes baseline, tries to get it to Carter Hall, but it's knocked away and taken away by Burwell.
Third turnover on Twin Loup here in the game.
Sykes goes left side to Maynard. Jackson Hall on him. Maynard loses the dribble on the left-hand side, gives it to Sykes. Sykes on the right-hand side with the bounce against Harris. Centers the basketball with Hicks. Now goes over left side. 9 seconds on the shot clock, and a foul is called on Mace Barron. Fouls on the floor. So it'll be a sideline inbound coming up for Burwell as Bush and Brennan Barron back into the game to join Sortum, Carter Hall, and Mace Barron. Hicks tosses it into Plugi, goes right side to Sykes. Sykes, one dribble to the left. Sortum forces the pass away. Hicks on the right side, centers it with Maynard. Now back on the right side, it's Hicks. Hicks drives baseline, cut off by a double team, throws it away to Sortum.
6 turnovers now on Burwell.
Bush with the basketball, passes it out to Brennan Barron, up top to Mace, now left side to Bush. Little bit of a head fake, drives baseline. Pocket pass into the hands of Carter Hall. Who knows what to do with it?
I'll tell you what, those two Hall boys get that ball down low from assists, and they just really are automatic.
Sykes dribbles through the lane, had it taken away. Twin Loup pulls away the turnover. Hall drug the pivot foot. When you play a fast brand of basketball in transition, you just kind of sometimes have to live with turnovers like that, Larry. And I know that there's not a turnover that coaches really are thrilled about, but if it's in an effort to get past the defense quickly and score, I think you live with ones like that.
Yeah, because if you've noticed here, more times than not, they don't get the turnover, they get the points.
And now Sykes kind of shuffled the feet, wasn't sure of the pass he was going to make. Commits a turnover of his own, so Twin Loup gets the basketball right back. Carter Hall up the right-hand side of the floor to Bush, now gets it back. Brennan Barron, free throw line jumper, missed it off the side rim. Sykes touched it last as it trickles out of bounds. So it's Twin Loup basketball. They reset the shot clock, and they get it to Sortum. Takes a high post shot, would not go, and trying to lay off and not commit the foul was Carter Hall. They couldn't quite do it in time. He gets called in the back. It'll be Burwell basketball.
That's going to be his first foul of the ball game, I do believe.
Sykes with the basketball, crossed over Hall, who goes tumbling down. Sykes, the three in transition, knocks it down.
He has got 8 of the 10 points in this game for Burwell.
Barron to Carter Hall on the left side, shoots it into Sordom, out to Bush. Now Barron in the corner, that's Mace, has his pass into Sordom knocked away. It'll stay Twin Loup basketball. Slap of the basketball from Carter Hall with 3:02 to go here first half. Into Bush, throws it into Barron. Mace Barron shoots it up on the right side, would not go. Plugi the weak side defensive board. Sykes into the front court, chooses the right-hand side. Gives it off to Stout. Excuse me, that's Troush. Troush has it ripped away by Brennan Barron. Out in front of everybody. Barron goes up. Oh, tried to jam it. He got rimmed, but it was after he let go of the ball and it fell through, but it counts all the same.
He gave it an effort, but he realized he wasn't going to get it over. He did the right thing, make sure he got the two-pointer.
Troush on the right-hand side for Burwell. Cut off by Brennan Barron. Gives it off to Plugi in the corner. Now right side to Sykes. Deep three, almost from the logo. Left it long, had plenty of arm on it. Defensive board, Twin Loup. Brennan Barron up the right-hand side of the floor. Skip pass over to Bush. Bush to Mace Barron on the right side. Now gets it back. Bush will take the three this time. Almost banked it in. Rebound Burwell. Under 2 to go here first half. It's a 22-point lead for Twin Loup here on their home floor in the D1-10 boys sub-district. Winner of this one will take on the winner of Anselmo-Merna and South Loup. The ball's kicked out of bounds by Twin Loup. Larry will have the call of that one following this one for you on KBBN and Sandhills Express Video.
Well, it's a big 1:42 left here in this first half. Chance for Twin Loup to extend their lead. Burwell trying to get something going into the second half.
Burwell shoots it up on the left-hand side of the lane. Stout missed it. Rebound to Twin Loup. Harris is back in there. He has it on the left shallow wing. They work it around to Jackson Hall. Goes all the way across the lane. Bush kicks it out to Brennan Barron, who missed the three. Weak side rebound, Burwell instantly into a trap, and a travel going to be called on Teague Stout. That is a quick setup of the defense for Twin Loup to have the presence of mind to be over there trying to get the ball and then instantly get into a trap and get the ball right back. Harris to Bush in the corner. His three left short, and it dribbles over the top of the backboard and will go to Burwell.
And that's the same as a turnover. That'll be the 5th in the game for Twin Loup.
Burwell basketball. Sykes receives the inbound. Passes it off, and into the front court comes Stout. Hands it off to Maynard. Plugi, high post. Sykes pops out, returns it. Gets the shot up, missed it. Rebound inside, leaning back, scoring it, and scoring. And the foul is Teague Stout.
Yeah, he went up there and got up high, brought that ball down, and did a good job of bringing it down for the, getting it back up there, that is, for the two-pointer.
So an and one opportunity here for Stout. He'll shoot one at the free throw line. Spins the ball back to himself, puts it up, and it just fell out. Bush back the other direction. Harris up the right-hand side of the floor. Shoots through a double team, wouldn't go. Kind of got popped in the face as he's holding his nose coming back. Burwell up the right-hand side of the floor. Cut off inside. They kick it out to Plugi. Oh, it's slapped away by Harris. Up the left-hand side of the floor, puts it up and over the top of the rim, and scores in transition.
He's got a dozen in the game now.
Sykes dribbles it forward again. Harris D's him up. Throws it over left side to Maynard. Bush hounding him hard. Centers the basketball. Harris almost pulls it away from Hicks, who recovers it well over to Sykes. Sykes right to left. Throws it back over to the right side to Stout. Stout centers it for a three from Maynard. Wouldn't get the roll, and time expires on the first half. Another quick moving quarter As we head to the half, Twin Loup leads it 34-12 over Burwell on KBBN Radio and Sand Hills Express video. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, Larry will have a look at those halftime numbers for you here on 95.3.
The team at Taylor Heating and Cooling are big fans of our area student athletes and are proud to help bring you their accomplishments on the radio. Just like these bright students keep a cool head in the heat of competition, Taylor Heating and Cooling is ready to help keep you cool with their services. If the season calls for heat, they're ready with repair and new install expertise there as well. Financing is available because sweating or shivering in your home needs fixed now, not later. Call Taylor Heating and Cooling at 308-872-6196 or visit TaylorHeatingandCoolingBB.com.
Great athletes play with grit, heart, and integrity. At Palmer Monument in Broken Bow, those same qualities guide everything they do. Just as athletes push through the challenges to reach victory, Palmer Monument's team works with dedication to design meaningful, lasting memorials for your loved ones, crafted with pride and built to stand the test of time. They're committed to honoring every life with care and respect. Palmer Monument, designed with pride, sold with integrity, and always giving their very best, just like the athletes.
Year-end clearance sale, as is sale, inventory reduction sale, call it whatever you want, but here's the point. Agland ATV had so many December trade-ins, we don't have time to get them ran through the shop because we put customer machines first. So the guys decided to pass the savings on to you, and we're offering all pre-owned units at cost. Our loss, your gain. More units are added to the sale daily. Sale lasts until Wednesday, February 25th, right before closing for inventory on the 26th through the 28th. Come grab a deal at Agland ATV.
Always wear a helmet, never drink and ride.
Rod's Body and Paint on the curve west of Broken Bow, offering reliable auto body repair and paint services that you can count on. From ding removals to complete collision restoration and color-accurate paint jobs, their team delivers with affordable prices, free estimates, and the skill yours seeking. Customer satisfaction is their goal every single time. Get your vehicle looking its best. Call Rod's Body and Paint at 308-872-5346 today.
We all plan to be on time, but fender benders, damaged windshields, and slick roads quickly disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design personal protection plans that work for you and help keep you on track. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Brent Custer in Broken Bow and find out why so many of their clients would recommend Shelter.
Broken Bow Dental is proud to cheer on the area student athletes. At their location on Highway 2 in Broken Bow, their state-of-the-art clinic blends cutting-edge dental care with a warm, personalized approach. Because a confident smile supports success in and out of the game. From routine family dentistry to emergency treatment, they have you covered. Call 308-767-2002 to schedule an appointment at Broken Bow Dental. Be brilliant. Be bold.
At the half, Twin Loup leads it on their home floor here in Sargent, 34-12 over Burwell. We are coming up on the second half, and as we take a look at some of the scores that are going on here, let's try to get you a real quick. Oh, no score available between Broken Bow and Grand Island Central Catholic at the moment. That'd probably be because the game will have just started, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
it is only 6 o'clock, isn't it?
Yep, we started a half hour before they did, and we've been moving right along. So I think that's probably one of the reasons we probably can't find a score on some of these other games.
I'm so used to starting at 6 o'clock. That kind of threw me for a loop. So let's get those halftime numbers.
All right, we've got a couple of players in double figures leading the way for Twin Loup here. Yaya Harris with a dozen to lead all scorers. 10 points on the evening for Jackson Hall. Also, Carter Hall has 6 points, 4 points for Henry Sortum, and 2 points for Brennan Barrett. For Burwell, they're led here at halftime by Binyam Sykes. He's got 8 of their 12 points, 2 points each for Teague Stout and Court Hicks. We take a look at the team statistics. 10 turnovers against the Longhorns of Burwell. 5 have been whistled against Twin Loup. Rebounds, there for a while it was close, but Twin Loup started doing a little better job in the second quarter, expanded that lead 20-13 here at halftime in the rebounding category. And at the free throw line, 2 of 3 for the Longhorns and 3 of 4 for the Wolves. Neither team has shot very many, but they have done a pretty good job when they have been up there at the charity stripe. So again, here at halftime, Yaya Harris with 12 and Jackson Hall with 10 for Twin Loup, and 8 points for Binyam Sykes to lead the way for Burwell. Halftime score, Twin Loup 34, Burwell 12.
All right, thank you very much, Larry. We'll take another break. When we come back, second half action coming your direction on KBBN Radio and Sandhills Express Video. Again, it's 34-12 in favor of Twin Loup over Burwell.
Life moves at the speed of light. Don't let pain put you on pause. At Rise Rehab and Performance, we believe everyone deserves to feel their best without pain holding them back. Whether it's recovering from an injury, managing chronic pain, or just getting back to doing what you love, our expert team is here to help take the first steps toward healing. Personalized care, cutting-edge treatments, and results that speak for themselves. Rise Rehab and Performance, 872-5800. We rehab, you recover, then rise.
Central Nebraska Diesel is your local Renke Gold Prime dealer. What does this mean for you? It means Central Nebraska Diesel is an elite Renke dealer, recognized by Renke for offering unmatched service, support, and professionalism in the irrigation industry. Contact Central Nebraska Diesel for the dependability and superior engineering of Renke, matched with gold-level service and support. Central Nebraska Diesel and Renke are your irrigation experts. Radio coverage of the Twin Loup Wolves is brought to you by the Twin Loup Boosters, including 4W Delaney and the Ritz Cafe, Agland ATV, Burwell Dental Clinic, Burwell Family Practice PC, Burwell Pharmacy, Calamus Outfitters, Central Nebraska Electric, the City of Sargent, Corner Stop, Diamond Ring Ranch, Don and Sue Shada, Fensky Farms, First National Bank, and Govia Brothers Mortuary and Crematory. Enjoy the broadcast brought to you by the Twin Loup Boosters.
Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley is a proud supporter of this broadcast and area high school sports action. Playing hard throughout the season takes a lot of work, and Todd salutes that dedication. Any electrical work you need done right the first time deserves a free estimate from Central Nebraska Electric. Call them at 750-6458. That's Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley, sponsoring this broadcast and wishing area teams good luck this season.
Monty Hermsmeyer with Hermsmeyer Agronomy and Pioneer Seed wishes these hardworking athletes the best as they compete in this sports broadcast. Hermsmeyer Agronomy and Pioneer works hard to provide quality service and stands behind their product. Just like Pioneer Seed is the foundation of a bountiful harvest, our area student athletes are the seeds to our future success. Good luck from Hermsmeyer Agronomy and Pioneer Seed, located in Sargent.
Proud Wolves supporters, the Ritz Cafe is excited to help bring this broadcast to the airwaves. When you need a delicious meal or a sweet treat, head to the Ritz in Sargent. They are open every day except Wednesday from 11 a.m. until 8 p.m. Seeking tasty ice cream? Their ice cream happy hour is 3 until 5. Expect great food, the very best ice cream, and of course friendly hometown service at the Ritz Cafe in Sargent, cheering on the Wolves in competition.
Ready or not, here comes the chilly season. Are you already noticing some cold drafts coming into your home, chilling the air? Don't make your heating system work harder than it needs to. Talk to Mead Lumber and Broken Bow about insulation solutions to keep the cold where it belongs, outside. The helpful staff at Mead Lumber and Broken Bow can offer solutions that will save you money when the weather gets chilly. Talk to them today, East Highway 2, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
Life's better when you're under our roof because we can help you choose insurance to help protect what matters most. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family could have the help they need to continue to pursue their dreams. Contact Justin at the Justin Thompson Agency at 872-5252 today.
American Family Insurance.
Products not available in all states. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Your home for area postseason basketball. KCNI KBBN Radio.
Welcome back to Sargent. Twin Loup basketball out of the break. We'll see what the adjustments are coming out of the halftime locker room as we get set up for this second half. Again, Twin Loup leading 34-12 over Burwell. Carter Hall with the bounce, had it poked away, recovers it, gets it to Mace Barron in the corner. Mace, one dribble to the left, skip pass to Carter Hall, fires it into Jackson Hall, shoots, turns while in the air, and scores it to open up the second half.
Very patient once he got that ball. Wanted to make sure he could get the defender up in the air so he could get a good clear shot.
30 seconds gone here in the third quarter. Twin Loup, and a 10-second call is called.
Yeah.
Yaya Harris looked up at the shot clock and called it out a few times, and then the official came in with the whistle to confirm it.
That
so
just
Twin Loup ball.
Shows how aware he is of the game.
He shoots it over to Mace Barron, who missed the shot. Jackson Hall, the weak side rebound, finds the angle, jumped from behind the basket to in front of it to put it off the square and good.
Well, Twin Loup jumped out to a very quick 8-0 run to start the game and looking the same way here to start the third quarter.
Plugi between the rings, gives it left side to Sykes. Sykes centers it against Harris, goes between the legs, now dribbles forward, gets a three up off of a screen. Sordom pulls down the miss, but threw it away. Sykes over right side to Hicks. Hicks tries to get it out to Plugi. It's tipped and turned over out of bounds to Twin Loup.
Second turnover of the second half. 12 turnovers now in the game for Burwell.
Twin Loup leading at 38-12 with 6:40 to go here, third quarter. Carter Hall puts the foot on the gas and gets it to go on the drive on the left side.
You and I had a great look at that little bit of a seam he had. He got that ball, he saw that, and he shot through it.
And now he gets the turnover. Throws it to Harris, goes up and puts it in the middle of the lane. Defense leads to offense again for the Wolves. Burwell basketball as the Longhorns get it into the front court but throw it away. Jackson Hall on the left side to Harris. Harris tries to go across the lane. It's picked off by Plugi. Off to Sykes on the left-hand side. We'll see if Burwell can get a score here this trip. Plugi, right side to Stout. Gets a screen from Plugi, cut off there by Jackson Hall. Gives it right side instead to Hicks. Hicks down on the inside to Plugi, finds the open man on the left. That's Cody Marshall, who scores it.
He's been the benefactor a couple of times. Or actually, this is his first bucket.
Carter Hall in the corner to Mace Barron. One dribble, gives it off to Hall. Right to left three-pointer does not go down. Miss pulled down by Burwell. Sykes, left side to Stout. To Plugi, who pops out at the top of the key. Now Sykes right side. Gets a little screen from Plugi, doesn't use it. Goes left side to Stout. Teague holds it there, drives around Jackson Hall. The floater is too long, Sordom the rebound. Quickly ahead to Harris, outracing everybody. Goes up the left side and scores in transition again.
16 now in the game to lead all scorers.
It's a 30-point Twin Loup lead with 4:45 to go, third quarter. Plugi shoots one down into Sykes, missed the layup though. The rebound to Carter Hall, and off and running are the Wolves. Well, they've got a lot of gas in the tank. Mace Barron threw it away. It's picked off by Court Hicks, goes up the right side and scores it. And a timeout is taken by Burwell. Brought to you by the Dairy Queen of Broken Bow. Take this time to plan your next trip to the DQ for a delicious blizzard for the season, traditional sundaes, cones, and shakes, or hot burgers, chicken strips, fries, cheese curds, and more. Visit them on West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Recover your health. If you are suffering from an illness, surgery, or injury, Team Physical Therapy can get you back on your feet again with today's most advanced physical therapy treatments. 872-5111. Our highly trained physical therapists evaluate and treat a wide range of physical conditions. Team Physical Therapy is committed to a timely and effective recovery for each of our patients. Call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111 or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
Twin Loup basketball out of the break. Misty says, love watching the Twin Loup Wolves. Great team and great kids. Sue says, go Wolves, as does Hannah and Tina. Thanks for checking in the comment section, everybody, as the ball's knocked out of bounds and will stay with the Wolves under their own basket. If you want to leave us a comment, let us know who you're cheering for and where you're watching from. Trying to give you a shout out here on the air. Mace Barron receives the inbounds pass, missed the shot. Jackson Hall picks it up. His putback doesn't go. The second effort doesn't go. The third opportunity at a rebound pulled away by Burwell. Longhorns fortunate that Twin Loup was not able to put some points on the board there. Plugi goes left side to Stout. Teague down inside, now gets it on the kick out. Free throw line jumper does not go. 3 Wolves in there battling for the rebound. Harris brings it the other direction, throws it to Mace Barron on the right wing. Mace in the lane. Carter Hall, nice pump fake, missed the layup though. Plugi the defensive board. Hands it off to Sykes. Carter Hall hustles into the corner, but it goes out of bounds and will stay with Burwell. I applaud that young man on his hustle.
Boy, he was all over that. How about that down at the other end? Would you call that a pack of wolves getting that rebound?
You would call that a pack of wolves getting a rebound. Give a third of a rebound to each of them. Sykes with the bounce, working against Harris. Drives around him and into the front court. Gives it to Plugi on the left side. Now the deep left corner, it's Troush. Right side to Plugi, centers it with Sykes. Left side, it's Maynard. JJ throws it up top to Troush. Pulled away momentarily by Carter Hall. Gets it back and over to Sykes. 9 on the shot clock. Sykes to Plugi. 5 on the shot clock. Left side is Troush. Troush from the short corner. Missed it off the side of the backboard. And Yaya Harris comes away with it. Harris splits a double team. Scoops it to Carter Hall, who scores it. What a pass and what a shot in transition again for the Wolves.
Carter Hall now in double figures. He's got 10 points. A lot of those shots coming down low.
Burwell back with the basketball, trailing by 30, 16-46. Carter Hall tips it away and saves it to himself, lays it up on the right side, off the square and in. 2:27 to go here, third quarter. It's been all Twin Loup from the start. Plugi on the left side against Sordom, blocked by Sordom. And last touch by Plugi out of bounds. Twin Loup just really kind of getting the ball back any way that they can, Larry. And that's what you really have to give Twin Loup credit for, hustle plays.
Yeah,
just any way that they can muster extra possessions.
And right now, that right there, that was a big effort there by Sordom. Go up, not only get the block, but he was able to knock it off the arm of Plugi.
Carter Hall playing a little bit of catch on the right side with Queston Young, who makes his first appearance. Hall to Sordom, blocked by Plugi. Fight for the ball taken away by Plugi, and Burwell gets the possession. Sykes with the bounce against Hall, gets a rub screen there from Plugi. Chooses the right side, hands it off to Maynard. Left side, it's given off to Teague Stout, who tried to get it over into the hands of Soli Troush, but it goes through his hands into the crowd. Some active watching Anselmo-Merna fans over there might have caught a basketball in the face. Twin Loup basketball, Bush into Carter Hall. Hall rises, shoots, misses it. Rebound to Young. Fresh 35 for Twin Loup. Brennan Barron to Sordom. High post look. Shot won't go. Burwell the rebound. Sykes dribbles it forward as we're approaching 1:10 to go, third quarter. Troush with it. Gets it to Plugi in the short corner. Back out to Troush. Looked at the three, instead gives it to Stout. Now Sykes, one dribble to the left, takes the three, missed it. Carter Hall the rebound. Looks up the floor, nothing immediately available, now goes to Young. Queston gives it back. Now Brennan Barron. Jab step on the left side. Oh, what a dribble. Goes to the glass on the right side. Oh, Brennan Barron. Impressive moves, young man.
He had that Michael Jordan thing going on with the tongue out. He saw what he wanted to do, and he made that quick move.
Shot clock and game clock, a few seconds different as we approach the waning moments of the third quarter. Sykes with the basketball against Young. Lost it, and it goes out of bounds back to Twin Loup. 22.5 seconds as the shot clock is off. Here in the late moments of the third quarter, Wolves leading 50-16. Young left side into the corner. Skip pass up top to Hall. Now Queston. Young left side. Three would not rattle down. Offensive board, Twin Loup. Sortum tracked it down. Young with it left side. Up top to Brennan Barron. Brennan inside to Sortum. Fade away. Two would not go. And the buzzer sounds as we head to the fourth. 50-16 is a Twin Loup lead over Burwell. Twin Loup looking to advance here in this sub-district and make it a sure thing. If they make it to the final, they would play the winner of Anselmo-Merna and South Loup, which is our second game of this evening, coming your way shortly.
Geared for Sports on the west side of Broken Bow is ready to help you gear up for spring sports. Whether you're hitting the golf course, running track, or stepping up to the plate for baseball and softball, Geared for Sports has the gear you need. New arrivals are landing daily, including chubby shorts for men, hydro jug bottles, and Beck sunglasses. Stop in, stock up, and get geared up for a winning spring season at Geared for Sports in Broken Bow, your hometown headquarters for athletes of every age.
Where Central Nebraska hears postseason hoops. KCNI KBBN.
He's Larry Kottner. I'm Jeremy Scheib. Thank you for tuning in for this sub-district basketball action. Got another chat in here. We want to give a shout out. Dwayne Birch tuning in. Watching from Burwell. Oh, he says Brent and Larry. He called me Brent. That is quite that is a compliment in my mind, sir. Says Brent, Larry, you guys are doing a great job. Thanks for tuning in, Dwayne. Appreciate your viewership. Sykes with the basketball for Burwell as we get back into action and start this fourth quarter as a travel is called. Court Hicks being D'd up there by Jackson Hall. Picked up the pivot foot and turned it over to the Wolves. Carter Hall goes left side to Harris, who's back in there to start this fourth quarter. Yaya left to right off to Carter Hall, shoots it up. Had it blocked by Sykes. Baseline inbound upcoming for the Wolves as Binyam not letting up here in the fourth.
Yeah, but that's the thing about this. It's a big margin here, but both teams still playing hard.
Corner three off the front rim and out for Carter Hall. Jackson Hall, the weak side rebound. Carter, high post. They work it back around to Carter. Tries to get it to Barron. I don't know how that got through. Carter Hall on the feed from Barron. Missed it. Jackson Hall to put back inside. He's fouled and will shoot two.
I think they're going to get Sykes on this one. That'll be just his first.
There have not been many fouls in this game, have there?
No, nobody's in any kind of foul trouble at all. There has been very few fouls called.
Jackson Hall makes the first and will shoot another.
And as hard as these two teams have been playing, that's a bit surprising, but we really haven't seen any missed calls either.
The second for Hall, misses. Plugi, the defensive board. Gives it off to Sykes. Across the way to Stout. Stout splits a double team. Cut off at the free throw line. Tries to fit it out into the hands of Court Hicks. It goes out of bounds off of Burwell. And Twin Loup again gets a turnover.
Well, the Longhorns have been feeling the pressure. That is their 20th turnover in the game.
Harris on the right-hand side drives into the lane and is fouled. He'll shoot two.
I think they're going to get Cody Marshall on this one. That should be his first.
55 seconds gone here in this fourth quarter. Twin Loup with the 51. Now make it 52-16 lead over Burwell. Looking like they're on their way to advancing to take on Anselmo-Merna or South Loup Those two teams will play here shortly in our second game of the sub-district semifinals. Stout with the basketball up the left-hand side. Jackson Hall picks him up. Now Sykes on the right side. Vidnium with the dribble to Plugi in the corner. They get it inside to Cody Marshall, who pushed Mace Barron back a little bit, went glass and scored.
That's Cody Marshall's second bucket of the night, 4 points, all in the second half.
Harris in the lane, little floater over Marshall, scores 2 to answer.
And now he has 20 in the contest.
Sykes with the bounce against Harris, stays in front of him, but he gets it into the front court. Plugi, 3 on the right-hand side. Man, that one looked good off of his hand. It just rattles out. Defensive board to Twin Loup. A whistle and a Dairy Queen of Broken Bow timeout taken by Chris Barron. We'll take one as well. 55-18 is the Twin Loup lead.
Thinking about a remodel or planning a new build this year? Now's the time to get your projects on the schedule with Duda Plumbing. Scott and Colton handle full remodel plumbing, new construction installs, and professional sewer video inspections to spot issues before they become surprises. They serve Broken Bow and surrounding communities with dependable, detail-driven service, plus septic plumbing when needed. Don't wait until everyone's booked. Call Duda Plumbing today, where they do the plumbing.
Welcome back to Sargent. He's Larry Cotner. I'm Jeremy Scheib. Jack Simpson behind the camera for this radio and video production from Sargent. Jackson Hall to Carter Hall out of the timeout. Back to Jackson, left of center. Jackson goes to the drive, lobs it for Carter Hall, came down with it, couldn't score it on the right side. Mace Barron, the weak side rebound. He misses it. Another fight for a rebound, and Burwell comes away with it. Sykes with the bounce. Goes over right side to Stout. Teague held it up. Goes over around left side with the drive, shooting it up. Having it blocked was Court Hicks. Jackson Hall the other direction. Dribbles around the defense, shoots it, and scores it. Boy, several players on this Twin Loup team are more than happy to be a one-man fast break, Larry.
Jackson Hall now 17 points in the game. He is about 8 or 9 points over his average.
Stout kicks it out to Sykes, who all but had a 3 go down. Barron the defensive board. That's Mace. Gets it off to Brennan Barron between the rings. Right side Carter Hall. Back to Brennan Barron. A little jab step in the lane. Tripped. And a foul called. It'll be a baseline inbound.
Yeah, that's one of them you couldn't let go as incidental contact. That's going to be on Stout, and I believe that's his third. It will not be a shooting foul, though.
Queston Young and Bush back into the game for Twin Loup. The lone substitutions this time. Jackson Hall to key it in. Hall tosses it up top to Bush, nose left side to Young. Young centers it with Bush. Now Brennan Barron on the right side. Skips it over to Bush. Between the rings, Queston Young. Right side Brennan Barron. High post look to Bush. Back over to Brennan. Little bit of a jab step. High post to Young. Oh, nice pass down low to Mace Barron. Might have had his shot partially blocked by Plugi defensively.
Yeah, that was some good interior passing, but Plugi coming away with the defensive play there.
Under 4:30 to go here, fourth quarter. Burwell basketball, and we've got a travel called. Hall and Barron stayed in front of Court Hicks and caused the shuffle of the feet. Score update on our sister station, KCNI Pure Country, Grand Island Central Catholic, with 2 minutes left in the second, leading Broken Bow 26-12. At the midway point of the first quarter, Broken Bow was leading that 7-4. At GICC, a top 10 ranked team by everybody in the state, as Bush knocks home a three-pointer in the corner.
That's his first 3 points of the ball game. It also starts a running clock for the remainder of this game with the difference of 42.
Burwell basketball in the half court with under 4 minutes to go. Drive on the baseline from Soli Troush. He is fouled and will shoot 2. Kind of goes without saying, seeing that score almost at the half over on Casey and I, Larry, that GICC kind of started playing like GICC knows that they can, kind of put the foot on the gas pedal a bit.
Yeah, they're a very good team. As I think you said that Stoop Hospital had them rated 3rd in the state in Class
so.
C1.
Yeah, and I think most publications in the state have them inside of the top 5 in C1. First one for Troush didn't go. We'll get a look at a second.
And by the way, when we got a chance here, I want to congratulate both these schools on their wrestling this weekend. Of course, Burwell, state runners-up as a team, and a couple state champions. And, of course, Twin Loup also had Kasem Smith that was able to medal individually this last weekend.
Troush misses his second one as well. Twin Loup basketball. Brennan Barron on the right wing. Couple of dribbles over to Young. Queston to Brennan Barron. High post. Had it knocked away in the lane. Fight for the ball out of bounds. And it will go to Burwell. Good defensive effort there from the Longhorns.
Just the 9th turnover in the game against the Wolves.
.225 to go here in the 4th. Burwell into the half court. They go over right side into the hands of Jacob Hart. We've got a kick ball as they try to enter it down inside. They were looking to Axel Smith, a 6'3" sophomore down in there, but Burwell got a foot on it, literally. 3 new players in there for Twin Loup. We'll call their names out as we work further into the waning moments of this one. Shot put up from Axel Smith. It was a long 2. And that makes it an even 20 on the board for Burwell.
That's his first 2 points of the ball game.
Twin Loup back with the basketball. Jace Mahler centers it with Alfred Schweitzer. Schweitzer goes right side to Connor Nelson. Connor, a couple of dribbles, looks inside. Defense cutting him off. He throws it all the way up top to Noah Lamb. The 6'1" senior goes left side. Nice bit of passing into Brody Treptow. Kicks it out to Schweitzer. Left side, all the way over to Connor Nelson. Missed the 3. Rebound pulled out of there by Burwell. Solly Troush into the front court. And the official takes a timeout to get a substitution in for Burwell. And they'll inbound it on the far side. Stop the clock momentarily just to get that sub in, get him a little bit of playing time. As into the game comes Burwell's Robert Stanley, 5'10" sophomore.
You got to really love that because, you know, for the Longhorns, this is their final minute of their regular season here in 2025-26.
Jacob Hart with the basketball, gives it left side to Troush. Being hounded there a little bit. Troush goes to the drive, shoots it up through contact. Keyword contact. And free throws upcoming. And this is likely how the game is going to see itself end as the clock ticks inside 40 seconds and does not stop with the running clock situation.
Alfred Schweitzer going to get that foul.
First one for Troush does not roll in.
Looking for his first point here. 4th opportunity at the free throw line.
Solly second, left it short. Rebound to Twin Loup. Alfred Schweitzer pulls it down, dribbles up the right-hand side of the floor. Centers it up to Brody Treptow, who lost it. Burwell will take it back the other way with 4 seconds remaining on the clock. Troush goes left side. 3 goes up from Hart. Missed it at the buzzer. And a 60-20 victory for Twin Loup shows on the board. They improved to 20-3. Burwell falls to 4-19, and Twin Loup advances into the sub-district final, which will be played later on this week on Thursday against the winner of Anselmo-Merna and South Loup. We'll take one last break. When we come back, Larry will give you the final numbers from this one before we advance to our second game. Again, that's Anselmo-Merna and South Loup coming your direction shortly.
A new year means new plans and a fresh start for your savings. At Custer Federal State Bank, we believe hard work deserves a safe place to grow. Whether you're saving for the farm, the family, or the future, our savings accounts are built for folks who value trust, service, and hometown banking. Start the year off right with neighbors who know you by name. Stop by Custer Federal State Bank today or visit us online. Custer Federal State Bank, your hometown bank, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Radio coverage of the Twin Loop Wolves is brought to you by the Twin Loop Boosters, including Great Western Gas Company, Grint Farm Supply, Gum Auction and Realty, Hamilton Telecommunications, Hermsmeyer Agronomy, Hilltop Ranch, James and Janice Barron, Joe and Cindy Horkey, KC&I KBBN, Kraus Angus Ranch, Louie's Body Shop, Marvin and Joyce Dowse, Maverick Truck Stop and Trotter Feed, and Modern Movement LLC. Enjoy the broadcast brought to you by the Twin Loop Boosters.
Wait, stop. This is not a drill. Gateway Motors just triggered a vehicle alert you need to hear. Select Chevrolet Equinoxes, Trax, Trailblazers, Nissan Altimas, Jeep Compass, and Toyota Camrys are all part of one exclusive promotion. Just $299 down, $299 a month with approved credit, and every one of them is tagged with the Gateway Motors Lifetime Powertrain Limited Warranty. There are only 10 vehicles available. When they're gone, they're gone. Look for the vehicles with the green dot on the windshield. That's how you know they're part of the deal. Get to Gateway Motors in Broken Bow. This is only while supplies last.
The Grocery Cart is proud to bring you this sports broadcast. The case is always full of delicious food you can have right away, or talk to the staff about your upcoming event and they'll make food for you. There's a wide selection of salads, and don't forget Chester's chicken buckets and strips. If the occasion calls for a cake, you can have it decorated how you'd like. Call the GK Deli at 872-2206 or stop by inside the Grocery Cart in Broken Bow.
Trotter Service on Highway 2 in Broken Bow is your trusted local source for all your auto repair and maintenance needs. From oil changes and tire sales to complete vehicle repairs, their skilled team offers honest, reliable service to keep your car running smoothly and safely. Whether it's routine maintenance or an unexpected repair, Trotter Service is dedicated to getting you back on the road quickly and with confidence. Trotter Service, your hometown automotive repair and tire store.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things. Like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Hi, this is Nate Bell with High Street Insurance and Financial Services in Broken Bow. See us online at hsip.com. See possible.
Game 1 of 2 here tonight in Sargent has gone final. Twin Loop advances to the sub-district final on Thursday with a 60-20 victory over the Longhorns of Burwell. Larry's got to look at your final numbers.
The Wolves were led by 3 players in double figures. Yaya Harris with 20. Jackson Hall with 17 and a dozen for Carter Hall. Also in the score column, Henry Sordom and Brennan Barron with 4 points each and 3 on the night for Cooper Bush. Leading the way for Burwell, Binion Sykes, he had 8, 4 points each for Court Hicks and Cody Marshall, and 2 apiece for Teague Stout as well as Axel Smith. We're looking at free throws, 6 of 8 tonight for Twin Loop, 2 of 7 for Burwell. The rebounding belonged to the Wolves, 40-22. Same thing with the turnovers, 21 against Burwell, 10 whistled against Twin Loop. So once again, your leading scorers tonight, Yaya Harris with 20, Jackson Hall with 17, and Carter Hall with a dozen for the victorious Wolves. And for the Longhorns of Burwell, 8 points for Binion Sykes. Final score, 60-20. Twin Loop gets the win.
Twin Loop will take on the winner of our upcoming contest between Anselmo-Merna and South Loop, the 2 and 3 seed matchup here in this sub-district. Thank you to these sponsors joining us for the broadcast: Nebraska Pasture Door, Merna Valley Organic, A1 Auto Repair, Kristen Electric, Anselmo-Merna Boosters, Callaway District Hospital with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, South Loop Community Pharmacy, Agribest Feeds, Rocks Underground, Rain Dance Repair, United Trailer Sales, Elliott Plumbing and Home Improvement, Custer County Feeders, Eggleston Oil, Mills Hardware and Feed, Hillary Williams Photography, Four County Boutique, Pinnacle Bank of Arnold, Reed's Food Center, the Market and Mill, as well as Elliott Plumbing and Home Improvement on the video broadcast, in addition to Norder Supply and the Callaway Market. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get you set up for this one between Anselmo-Merna and South Loup.
It's basketball season, and the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes are hitting the court with energy, teamwork, and determination. From tip-off to the final buzzer, these athletes are representing their school and community with pride. Show your Coyote pride off the court, too, with school spirit wear from Nebraska Pasture Door. Nebraska Pasture Door is proud to support Anselmo-Merna athletics and cheer on the Coyotes all season long. Good luck, Coyotes. Play hard and have a great season.
Merna Valley Organic is proud to sponsor this broadcast featuring the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes. They love supporting these student athletes in all that they do, both academically and in sports. Merna Valley Organic is the natural choice for certified organic crops by Roger and Brent Safranek. It's their pleasure to help bring this broadcast to the airwaves for those who can't make it to the action. Go Coyotes from Merna Valley Organic.
A1 Auto Repair in Arnold is proud to support our local student athletes and help bring you the action when you can't be there in person. When it comes to fixing cars, the bearded guys at A1 are kind of like mechanical wizards, just with wrenches instead of magic wands. Trust them. You'd much rather they have a wrench than a magic wand. They'll have your car running smoothly and get you back on the road in no time. Stop by 110 East 7th Avenue in Arnold. Call 308-848-2542 or click A1AutoRepairInc.com.
Electricity. We use it every single day. Kristen Electric is ready to help you with your electric projects in underground, farm, remodels, and new construction. If it needs electricity, Kristen Electric can get it there. Call 308-258-4164. They'll figure out a plan to get you on the way to having reliable electricity. For underground, farm, remodels, and new construction. Proud to support the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes by sponsoring this broadcast, Kristen Electric.
Just as all the athletes show hard work and dedication throughout the season, the Anselmo-Merna Booster Club is dedicated to supporting them. They want to express their encouragement to all the teams, not only during game time, but also during every practice, every drill, every rep, every challenge. A lot goes into each time you compete, and the boosters are very proud of you. Good luck from the Anselmo-Merna Boosters.
Your health close to home. At Callaway District Hospital and Medical Clinics, they are committed to bringing high-quality care right to the community. From trusted family medicine to specialty services like cardiology, orthopedics, general surgery, podiatry, and wound care, they're here for you. They invest in the latest diagnostic and treatment technology, so you don't have to travel far for the care you need. Callaway District Hospital and Medical Clinics, where compassion meets advanced care, because your health matters right here at home.
The staff at South Loup Pharmacy in Callaway is proud to be a sponsor of this sports broadcast. They support all the area athletes and are pleased to be a part of the South Loup Bobcat community. Their pharmacy provides knowledge on what is best for you and your family members. Stop in and talk to them today. South Loup Pharmacy in Callaway, knowing you by name, not just a refill number.
Agribest Feeds of Callaway is your source for all things ranching. They have what you need as calving comes around, including ear tags, vet supplies, windscreens, Go Lights, milk replacer, Royale heat calf warmers, and more. Go check out their new Room and Edge livestock tubs and water rippler tank float. They also carry Powder River and Tartar livestock equipment, and their Sweet Pro lick tubs, Fresh Start, and Redmond Salt provide your animals with the outstanding nutrition they need. Behind the Community Center in Callaway or at 836-2298. Agribest Feeds of Callaway.
Welcome back to Sargent. Want to again remind you folks that if you're listening on the radio, there is a video stream available for you once you get stopped. Certainly don't want you watching a video stream as you drive down the road. So whether you're at home, on your couch, or driving in the car, we've got you covered with the best listening or viewing experience. That video stream is being brought to you in addition to Elliott Plumbing and Home Improvement, Norder Supply, and the Callaway Market. It's also brought to you by the Market and Mill of Anselmo, Downey Drilling, the Garden Center, the Callaway District Hospital with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, Mead Lumber of Broken Bow, 450 Ag, Colligan, H&R Block, Insurance of the Heartland, Palmer Monument, Agland ATV, Nebraska State Bank, Grocery Cart, and BD. Again, that video stream is available on the Sandhills Express YouTube or Facebook page. You can find those links easily by going to sandhillsexpress.com/live. Coming your direction shortly, Anselmo-Merna and South Loup. Anselmo-Merna is the number 2 seed in this sub-district with a record of 13-10. South Loup is the 3 seed with a record of 9-12. Anselmo-Merna puts in 52 points a game. So does South Loup. 8 steals a game for the Coyotes to 12 a game for the Bobcats. 43% from 2 for Anselmo-Merna. 42% from 2 for South Loup. 21% from 3 for the Coyotes. 19% from 3 for the Bobcats. 2 very similar teams in the team statistics. It all comes down to how they match up on the floor and play when they face each other directly. Of course, one of them will advance to take on the top seed Twin Loup in the sub-district final, which will be played on Thursday here on KBBN Radio and Sandhills Express Video. The other will see their season come to a close. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll welcome Larry back into the broadcast and we'll chat a little bit more about the players on the floor for Anselmo-Merna and South Loup.
Rocks Underground serves Central Nebraska with expertise in water and irrigation services. Need some help? Call Rocky Dockweiler at 870-3457. Rocky salutes the student athletes of the area and all the hard work they put in each and every season and is very proud of the young men and women that live in Central Nebraska. Enjoy this broadcast, brought to you in part by Rocky Dockweiler with Rocks Underground in Oconto.
Rich Runlet with Rain Dance Repair, proud to be your local connection for beehive, pivot monitoring, and control systems, as well as soup cup bins. Whether you're needing to get your augers up to date and bins repaired or need a new system, Rain Dance Repair can help. If you haven't heard about Beehive Smart Connected Technology, give Rich a call. He'll get you set up for monitoring and control of your pivots without subscription fees, while also saving time and money. Call Rich at Rain Dance Repair at 870-4455, your local Soup Cup and Beehive Ag Connection.
This sports broadcast featuring the South Loup Bobcats is brought to you by T.R. Anderson with United Trailer Sales. Ask him about dump, utility, flatbed, tilt, and car trailers. Of course, of the highest quality build, but also at competitive prices. Every purchase comes with the top 2 items you're looking for, value and exceptional service. Give TR a call at 308-370-4142. Go Bobcats from TR Anderson with United Trailer Sales in Callaway.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Elliott Plumbing and Home Improvement. TJ welcomes your calls at 308-730-3056. He's ready to hit the road in Custer County and the surrounding area to bring quality workmanship to your commercial or residential project. Cheer loud for our local student athletes. They are the world's future difference makers. Elliott Plumbing and Home Improvement hopes you enjoy the broadcast and encourages your continued support of the area teams.
Custer County Feeders in Oconto are always ready to help serve you. Manager Michelle Pearson and her team are there to answer any questions you may have. The question they enjoy answering most is how they can best help you. Give them a call today, 308-858-4455. They are ready to feed your cattle. Custer County Feeders in Oconto, there for their customers, ready to serve you, and proud to support the South Loup Bobcats.
Eggleston Oil keeps the Oconto community on the go with full service at the gas pumps. They treat every customer with a smile and often some lively conversation. Their shop provides automotive repairs as well as tire service. Eggleston Oil keeps the local farms moving with fast, reliable, on-the-farm fuel delivery. They also help with a variety of local fundraisers too. Supporting radio coverage of high school sports is yet another way they show that all-important community involvement at Eggleston Oil of Oconto.
Welcome back to Sargent. Anselmo-Merna and South Loup headed your direction here shortly on KBBN Radio and Sandhills Express Video. As we mentioned, Anselmo-Merna is 13-10 on the season. South Loup is 9-12, as South Loup is the 3 seed and will be the visitors on the scoreboard here for this game. We'll start our discussion on their side of things. They've kind of got one of those wonderful things going on when it comes to scoring the basketball, Larry, that every coach wishes they had on their team. They've got 3 guys that average more than double digits per game throughout this season. Crew Wattoon, Dylan Pandorf, and Connor Paulson all can be the guy who goes out there and leads them in scoring on any given night.
Yeah, and that's the good news. I mean, those 3 players, they're usually going to show up here. At least one of those 3 is going to have a big night, and they're going to look to those points. Now, the bad news out of that is when you get past those top 3, the drop-off is huge. There's not a lot of points on the next player, and that's Malachi Neff at 2.3 per game.
Crew Wattoon averages nearly 17 a game. Dylan Pandorf, 15.5. Connor Paulson, 12.5. It's kind of the same story when it comes to rebounds a game. Crew Wattoon has about 11. Pandorf and Hudson Vickers each pull down right around 5 on either side of 5 rebounds a game. But South Loup, a team at 9 and 12 that had a really tough start to the season, Larry. They went 0 and 5 to start the season. And it's really kind of felt like they've been trying to get their head above water ever since then. But they've got some pretty good wins throughout the season, their best being against a 10-10 Mullen squad. That was a 9-point victory for them. So I think the thing that South Loup needs to really be feeding into at this time of the season is anybody can go on a run right now through the sub-district into a district final and make it to state. That's the thing that I love about this point in the season. Anybody can have things click and go on their run, and I think South Loup has the skill on their team to be one of those teams.
I agree that, they're a dangerous 3 seed in the fact that, they've got some talent right up at the top, senior leadership, and, when they show, and they can play a top-level game. It's just the consistency has not been there this year, and we'll see which team shows up here tonight.
Their opponent is Anselmo-Merna. They've got a guy inside by the name of Dane DeRee. Shooting 2-pointers is his game. Rarely do you see him shoot 3-pointers, not to say he doesn't, but he likes that in-the-lane game, averages just over 18 points a game. It really does start and finish with DeRee on the offensive side of the floor.
Yeah, it really does, and he's got some good support, though, as well, with Priest and Wright and Caden Record and Braden Wilson. Take a look at these 2 teams. Neither team really goes to the 3-ball all that much, although Braden Wilson occasionally could knock it down. But we don't see that these 2 teams really go to the 3-ball all that often.
Yeah, it's going to be a battle inside for sure. You mentioned Dane DeRee inside scoring the ball. He sees plenty of double and triple teams, even collapses of defenses bigger than that. He's a very gifted passer and opens up some scoring for his teammates as well. He averages a double-double, pulls down 12 rebounds a game to lead the Coyotes in that category as well. We already gave you the team statistics. Things pretty darn even between these teams as a part of points per game, steals and turnovers, 2-point percentage, 3-point percentage. All that's left is to just match up against each other and see what happens in this particular matchup. Now, Anselmo-Merna beat South Loup back on the 10th of this month, 73-56. Very strong-looking Anselmo-Merna outing in that one, but South Loup and Anselmo-Merna, at least on paper, look like they should match up better than that here at the late part of the season.
And when we take a look at these 2 teams, actually it's South Loup who's finished the season fairly strong. Yes, they lost 2 out of their last 3, Sumner, Eddyville Miller, and Anselmo-Merna on the road, but included in there, though, are 4 wins against Arthur County, beat Mullen, Southern Valley, and Highline. So, they've got some encouragement there in coming into this. For Anselmo-Merna, they've played some tough teams down the stretch, including a loss to Arcadia Loup City, but a couple wins before that. Lost to Central Valley and Twin Loup. Those are just tough teams that you go up against.
Certainly is. We'll see how it all plays out. Starting lineups coming your direction on the other side on KBBN Radio and Sand Hills Express Video.
Mills Hardware is proud to support the local athletes. From painting to tools, sporting goods to office supplies, Mills Hardware is the place to go. Always remember, if they don't have it, they will try to get it for you. They have 155 different suppliers they work with and offer services like hunting, fishing, and park permits, key making, and more. They thank you for your continued patronage of their store. You're very important to them. Thank you from the Mills Hardware and Feed team.
Photographs capture memories so we can hold on to them forever. Hillary Williams Photography offers family sessions, and she loves doing senior photos as well. Tying the knot? Call Hillary to take pictures to remember the big day, or have her capture newborn pictures with stunning results that live on forever. Call 870-4620 for stunning professional photography. Hillary Williams Photography is proud to support the student athletes by bringing you this broadcast.
Four County Boutique in Arnold is proud to help support the South Loop Bobcats in all that they do. Four County Boutique is open Tuesday through Friday from 10 until 5 and Saturdays from 10 until 3. You'll find quality clothing as well as products and merchandise made by locals. Items like jewelry, soaps, chocolates, and more await you at the Four County Boutique. Follow them on Facebook to stay up to date with new items. Glad to help cheer on the South Loop Bobcats and proud to sponsor this broadcast. Four County Boutique on Main Street in Arnold.
There's a new tomorrow on the other side of the horizon. There are promises to honor, work that needs to be done, friendships to enjoy, and people that count on each other. These are the things that tie our communities together. They always have, and they always will. Build your tomorrow with a bank you can rely on. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Grocery shopping can be tough. Planning meals, finding time to shop, all while trying to save money in the aisles. Reed's Food Center in Arnold invites you to sign up for their rewards program. You earn 5 points for every dollar you spend. Then use those points the next time you visit on highly discounted products. Visit reedsfoodcenter.com and check out recipe ideas, a meal planner, plus ads, coupons, and internet-only specials. Reed's Food Center. Visit them soon in Arnold.
The Market and Mill is nestled right in the community of Anselmo, and they would love for you to visit sometime soon. The market continues to offer a great variety of convenient items you can swing by and grab to put in your fridge, cabinets, or pantry. The Mill is a place for the community to come together over a delicious coffee shop experience. Open Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday, 8 to 6, and Sunday, 9 to 2. The Market and Mill in Anselmo, cheering on the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes.
Welcome back to Sargent. It is Anselmo-Merna and South Loop coming your direction shortly. Larry's got to look at your starting lineups, brought to you by your friends at Four County Heating and Air.
And the sports broadcast and the starting lineups brought to you by Four County Heating and Air. Owners Brian and Austin serve the area with more than 20 years of experience in the industry. Call for a free estimate and timely service. Four County Heating and Air in Broken Bow, 308-872-2258. Let's take a look first of all at the number 3 seed, the visitors on the scoreboard. This will be South Loop. The Bobcats will go with Tyson Shocker. He is a 5'9" sophomore. Dylan Pandorf, 6'3" and a senior. Connor Paulson, a 5'9" senior. Malachi Neff, 6'3" and a junior. And Crew Watoon, 6'3" and a senior. Head coach is Jeff Cole, assisted by Mike Waverka and Travis Sherbeck. Now for the home team, Anselmo-Merna. They are the number 2 seed. They'll go this way. Kanan Priest, 6'1" and a junior. Caden Record is 6'3" and senior. Colin Wright, a senior, 6'3" tall. Dane DeRee, 6'4" and a junior. And Braden Wilson, a 5'10" senior. Head coach Troy Gilligan, he is assisted by Jace Leapart. And that is a look at your starting lineups, brought to you by Four County Heating and Air.
All right, on the other side, the tip between Anselmo-Merna and South Loop. The 2 and 3 seed matchup here in the D1-10 sub-district from Sargent.
Are prairie dogs wreaking havoc in your pastures? Then get rid of them with Rosol from Arrow Seed. Rosol is a restricted use pesticide approved for use on prairie dogs by licensed pesticide applicators between October 1st and March 15th. Rosol is an easy-to-use bait that provides excellent acceptance, has superior weatherability, and proven reliability. To learn more about Rosol, Call or stop by Arrow Seed in Broken Bow today.
In sports and in life, the right game plan makes all the difference. At Nebraska State Bank, they're proud to support the area teams and help the community reach their goals. From your first checking account to your dream home loan, Nebraska State Bank is there to help you play to win. With personal and business banking, home and ag loans, and modern online and mobile banking tools, you're sure to score with Nebraska State Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.
February is Heart Health Month. Melham Medical Center wants to be sure you are heart healthy. We have 4 cardiologists that visit our specialty clinic on a regular basis. Dr. Fruling, Dr. Balwans, Dr. Dasuki, and Dr. Cookman. Save a trip out of town and make an appointment at Melham Medical Center with our cardiologist team right here at home. Call 308-872-4157 to schedule your appointment in the specialty clinic. We look forward to partnering with you to inspire healthy living through quality care.
And we come back here to Sargent, get you ready for the 2 versus 3 seeded contest. Anselmo-Merna and South Loup. Anselmo-Merna in the home white uniforms with the red trim. And South Loup in the black uniforms, the blue and white trim. And in the center circle, set to jump it up with Toon. Jumping up against right, and the control is to South Loup. Bobcats with the basketball. Paulson with it up top. Man-to-man being shown by Anselmo-Merna. Shacker works it over to the right side. Pandorf, skip pass over to Connor Paulson. Step back 3 on the way, off the iron, no good. They crash the boards. Pandorf comes away with it. Throws it out top, and it's going to be an over and back. Well, no call, late call.
They're going to talk about whether it was tipped or not. I personally, from our angle, did not see it be tipped. But this is not the side of the baseline that the baseline official is on. They do eventually call the over and back, though.
Yeah, good job by the officials to talk it over, stop it, and decide that it was, and I agree with you from our angle, did not look like anyone had touched it. So it'll belong to Anselmo-Merna.
So you get turnovers any way that you can, and Anselmo-Merna gets one, and now they'll try to get the opening score of the game.
With the basketball, it's Anselmo-Merna, zone being shown. 2 up, 3 down as it appears here early on for South Loup. Record, skip pass a little too high down low, intended for Colin Wright. It's the turnover. So both teams turning it over on their opening possession. We played 38 seconds. And here comes South Loup, no pressure in the backcourt. Paulson will bring it across the timeline, finds Shacker. Up top to Neff, works it over to Watoon on the left wing. Up top, Paulson open for a 22-footer, no good. Crashing the boards, there's Pandorf again. His follow won't go, and it goes out of bounds, last touch by Watoon. So Anselmo-Merna will come the other direction. And it looks like the Bobcats going to put on at least a little token pressure in the backcourt. Record over to Priest, back over to Record as they'll work it across the timeline. Record controls, skip back over to Priest. Fires it back over to Record. Long 3 off the mark, no good. They crash the boards, it's still loose. And a whistle and out of bounds, last touched by Anselmo-Merna.
And they call it foul, actually. That'll be the first foul whistled against Anselmo-Merna. It goes on Colin Wright.
All right, Wright getting the foul. That's down in that corner. Even standing, it's kind of hard for me to catch that corner. Down low, the shot or the pass intended for Pandorf, stolen away by DeRee. Wilson in the forecourt to Wright. Up top for Priest, high post to DeRee. DeRee, fadeaway 17-footer off the mark, no good. Rebound cleared out of there by Neff. Outlet to Paulson, lead ahead to Bill and Pandorf, layup up and in. One-on-one with Record, he took it in, got the shot off quickly, and the first 2 points of the game belong to the Bobcats. Down low, driving, putting it up and in. Dane DeRee ties it back up at 2. 2 minutes deep into the game. Good crowd on hand. A lot of the Twin Loop folks over here on the stage with us. And the other side split between Anselmo-Merna and South Loup. A 3-ball put up and down for Crew Watoon. 5-2 Bobcats. Record back over to Priest. They bring it in the forecourt and throw it away. Pass was intended for Wilson, but off the mark. And right now, this kind of a light trapping pressure from South Loup, causing some problems.
Well, South Loup plays a three-quarters court press where they've got Pandorf at the top defensively, and then they fall back into a 2-3 defense in the half court, and that transition is pretty smooth historically.
We've seen them work that to perfection at times this year. Along the baseline, Paulson trying to get it over to Shacker. Tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bobcats. Baseline left side. It'll be Paulson to toss it in. Gets it into Wattoon. They work it around the perimeter. Up top for Pandorf. Into the corner for Neff. Back to Pandorf as they reverse the stream. With it, it's Paulson, left wing. Up top, Shacker. Shot clock down to 5. Paulson over to Pandorf, going to launch. Did he get a piece of the rim? He did.
Yeah, just barely.
But it was rebounded anyway by the defense. Dane DeRee. Lob into the forecourt. Record down low. Nice catch by Wright. He'll put it up and in to make it a 1-point game at 5-4.
Nice catch is right. I don't know how that ball got through there. It was put on a rope exactly where it needed to be.
Up top with the basketball, Shacker now gives off to Wattoon. Pandorf controls on the left wing. Skip pass over to Neff. High off the glass, won't get it to go. Rebound brought out of there by Record. Baseball pass ahead. Catch there by Wright. Gives it off to DeRee. Lays it up and in. And Anselmo-Merna with the lead at 6-5.
Perfect transition offense. That was a thing of beauty.
Paulson into the forecourt. Gives off to Wattoon. Top of the key. Ball kicked by Dane DeRee. And the ball will be triggered in front of the Anselmo-Merna bench by Dylan Pandorf, the senior for South Loup. Inbounds to Shacker. Works the right side. Man-to-man defense by the Coyotes. 18-footer put up by Paulson, no good. Long rebound to Priest. Stolen away, though, by Pandorf, then blocked away by Wright. Taken out of there by Wilson. Gives off to Priest. Still in the backcourt. Leads it ahead, breaks the timeline. Finds DeRee, lob down low. Wright posts up, puts it off glass for 2.
Well, Anselmo-Merna has length at several positions in their starting lineup, and they have used it to their advantage so far.
6 in a row now for the Coyotes. They lead at 8-5. Paulson deep on the right wing. They'll get it over to Neff. An 18-footer off the mark, no good. Long rebound comes out to DeRee. DeRee in the backcourt will get it back over to Priest. Priest leads it ahead. Finds Wilson, back to Priest, over to DeRee. Open 3, long one. Off the back of the iron, no good. Tipped around, controlled by Wattoon. Paulson, lob ahead. Pandorf able to keep it in bounds, but couldn't bring it down to where he could make a shot. He'll take it in the corner. Drive the baseline, pass along the baseline intended for Wattoon, but a good recovery by Caden Record to knock it out of bounds.
Wattoon was open for a little while, but Pandorf had the defense so far up on him in the corner, he could not get it over there. So that was big for Anselmo-Merna to fill the lane perfectly defensively to knock that one away. Otherwise, Wattoon would have had a wide open layup.
Ryan Finney checks in for Anselmo-Merna. Hudson Vickers, that is, comes in for South Loup. Shacker with it, works it over to the right side for Vickers. Up top for Pandorf, they'll play the perimeter. Paulson on the left wing picks up the dribble. Into the corner for Pandorf, shot clock at 7. Gonna have to get rid of it, drives, cut off, forces up a 12-footer, no good. And the rebound brought down by Record. And right now, AM doing a good job of one and done on the boards. Nice bounce pass down low. The assist from Priest to Colin Wright. Timeout South Loup. 2:33 to go, first quarter. Your score, Anselmo-Merna 10, South Loup 5.
Dairy Queen of Broken Bow, timeout on the floor. We'll be right back.
From fields in Nebraska to projects around the world, Sargent Irrigation's roots run deep in the heartland. They believe in hard work, strong teams, and supporting the communities they serve. That's why they're proud to help deliver every thrilling moment of high school and Husker sports right to your radio. Even if you can't be there in person, you won't miss a play. This broadcast is made possible in part by Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow. where hometown pride goes the distance.
We are here for you, no matter where it works best to meet. Hi, this is Liana with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. We may have closed our Broken Bow office, but that doesn't mean Lori and I aren't ready to hit the road to meet where it's most convenient for you. Whether that's your home, conference rooms, coffee shops, or a picnic table in the park, we'll bring our competitive, trusted coverage to you. You can also come by our Callaway office Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. until 5, or Fridays, 7:30 a.m. till noon, or call 836-2201 and let's talk so we can go to work for you at Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency.
You're listening to Postseason Basketball from Central Nebraska's sports source.
Welcome back to Sargent High School Gymnasium. It's the 2 versus 3 game here, the second one of the night. And Anselmo-Merna, 8 in a row, leading the way on South Loup, 10-5. But now Connor Paulson at the other end takes it in, gets the bucket, and he'll be fouled.
Yeah, and those arms lean down from the Anselmo-Merna defense ever so slightly. The unfortunate thing is that foul was on Colin Wright. He's the only player with any fouls in the game. He owns both of them as Paulson completes the three-point play.
10-8 the score, 2:20 to go here in the opening quarter. Priest in the backcourt with Record. They play catch as they cross the timeline against that trapping pressure. In the forecourt, in the corner, DeRee, too high a pass. It'll go into the backcourt, and Record touches it first before Paulson went streaking for it. And it'll be over and back, and strangely enough, in the first 6 minutes of this game, we've seen each team with an over and back.
Yeah, and 3 turnovers each. They're even in rebounding as well. This has been a tight one so far.
Shacker on the left side finds the screener. That is out to Paulson. The benefactor of the screen. Rebound ripped down off the miss by Caden Record. Colin Wright stays out there. Back to Record. Now into the forecourt for Priest. To the high post for Wright. Back to Record. Down low for Finney. Double team. Gets it to Wright in the post. Puts it up and in. He had to muscle that one up and in.
That was far from an easy shot.
12-8 the score. Coyotes with the lead. Along the baseline, Pandorf's got a range, partially blocked by Finney, and he'll get the rebound.
Oh, he got a whole paw on that one. It just didn't have much on it. What a block defensively by Finney.
Into the forecourt, a whistle, and a violation going to be called against Anselmo-Merna.
Yeah, DeRee drug the pivot foot before he got rid of the basketball out of his hands. That's been a point of emphasis. I've seen it through several officiating crews this season. They're really keeping an eye on those pivot feet because they are a travel, even if you only move them an inch.
4-point advantage for Anselmo-Merna. Minute 13 to go, first quarter. South Loup with the basketball. Paulson up top for Shacker. Dribbles it up top. Picks up the dribble. Now looks for someone to pass off to. Finds Vickers on the left wing. Finney out on him in the man-to-man. High post. Watoon takes it in. 10-footer is left short. Might have been partially deflected. Wilson takes it away. Off the Priest, now intended for Wilson. Tipped away by Paulson. Here comes Watoon. They've got numbers. 4-on-1 off to Shacker. Lays it up and in. Shacker off the left side puts it home. 12-10, 39 seconds to go here in the period. Wilson in the backcourt. Gives it off to Priest. Double teamed in the forecourt. Ahead to DeRee. Down low. Taken away by Watoon. Gives it off Paulson. They want to run. Ahead to Vickers, couldn't handle the pass. Defensively, Caden Priest was right there. It'll be a turnover, and Anselmo-Merna will have it. Shot clock off with 23.6 remaining in the quarter.
Caleb Farrell for South Loup into the game. Timmy Myers for Anselmo-Merna.
And both of them down at the other end of the court. Dane DeRee will handle the ball in the backcourt. Give it over to Priest, back over to DeRee as they break the pressure. Down along the baseline, pass intended from Myers, and it's last touched by Myers as it went off the side of the backboard and out of bounds.
And Anselmo-Merna has kind of caught the turnover bug here in the late part of this first quarter. They're just fortunate that South Loup hasn't been able to do anything with it on the other side of the floor, and they still hold the lead.
Wright and DeRee will sit down as Finney and Record come back in for the final 14.3. First quarter, 12-10, and Anselmo-Merna. South Loup with a chance to tie or take the lead with a 3. Paulson in the forecourt, lob to the high post with Toon. Back to Paulson. From the corner, a 3. Off the mark, no good. Record brings it down, gonna have to launch. puts it up from about 25, just short. Finney got the rebound and the putback, but it was after the buzzer. We play one here in Sargent. In the sub-district, it's 12-10, and Anselmo-Merna leading South Loup. Back with the second quarter after this.
Taylor Heating and Cooling, based in Broken Bow, provides professional heating and cooling services for both homes and businesses. Their team handles repairs, installations, annual maintenance, new construction, ductwork remodels, and exhaust ventilation with reliability and expertise. Call 308-872-6196 or visit TaylorHeatingandCoolingBB.com and schedule an appointment today. Great athletes play with grit, heart, and integrity. At Palmer Monument in Broken Bow, those same qualities guide everything they do. Just as athletes push through the challenges to reach victory, Palmer Monument's team works with dedication to design meaningful, lasting memorials for your loved ones, crafted with pride and built to stand the test of time. They're committed to honoring every life with care and respect. Palmer Monument, designed with pride, sold with integrity, and always giving their very best, just like the athletes.
And we come back here to Sargent, 12-10 the score. And Anselmo-Merna leading South Loup. Coyotes will have the basketball. Start the second period. Into the forecourt, it'll go to DeRee. DeRee, skip pass over to Wilson. Nice catch there. Going down low for Wright, but it's stolen away by Wattoon. Knocked away by Priest. Feed ahead. Shacker up and in. Tyson Shacker, the benefactor of all that. And we're tied at 12 apiece.
And that was a nice shot fake. Shooting by was Dane DeRee, who would have wiped that one off the glass.
Priest on the left side, and he's going to be forced into a walk. The defense in front of him, I believe that was Wattoon that got a piece of that ball.
Well, it's getting to the point where, now I don't have a great memory to begin with, so this doesn't hold a lot of water, but I'm struggling to remember the last time Anselmo-Merna traveled to that side of the court and didn't have a turnover. It's kind of getting to that point.
Yeah, they have not been able to get much going from that side. Timmy Myers, by the way, came in, and now off the screen, foul's going to be called on Connor Paulson.
That's the right call. Paulson was not set. Illegal screen. Ball goes back to Anselmo-Merna.
Is that the first foul on South Loup?
It is.
Into the forecourt. Record, nice tip pass from DeRee over to Myers. A reverse layup up and in. He went to the left hand. 14-12, AM with the lead. High post, Neff. Over to the right side for Shacker. They'll work it around the perimeter with Toon on the left wing. Law back door, finds Neff. Posts up, puts it up and in. Timmy Myers was right there in his face, but the taller Neff able to bang it home. We're tied at 14. Wilson, feed ahead to Myers. Back to Wilson. Now off to Record on the wing. Driving, cut off, skip pass. Along the baseline, 10-footer for DeRee, too strong. Weak side rebound cleared out there by Paulson. He wants to run. South Loup also wanting to run. Skip over to the right side for Shacker. Now they'll slow it up a little bit with Toom working against DeRee. Up top, Paulson for a long three, got the rim, but nothing more. Taken out of there by Record. 2-on-1 the other way. DeRee puts it up, got it to go, he's fouled. It should count. That foul will go on Paulson. Boy, I don't know how he got that one in there, Jeremy.
Well, it's just pure muscle. It's as simple as that. Dane was full speed. Connor Paulson certainly was full speed. He got every bit of his arm. That just goes to show you just got to do what you can to get that ball above the rim and see if it can fall down. He misses the free throw, though.
Rebound brought down by Paulson. Not very many fouls in this game, but Colin Wright's got two. Connor Paulson's got two. We'll see if that factors in a little later on. The catch off the nice pass from Paulson down low to Pandorf. He puts it home and he's fouled. And that may have been on Wright. It is his third.
Well, goodness. If I would have told you we had 5 total fouls between these two teams and we had players who are in foul trouble, you'd probably call me crazy, but Colin Wright's got 3 for Anselmo-Merna and Connor Paulson has 2 for South Loup.
Pandor puts it up, no good. And the rebound brought down by Finney. We're tied at 16. Record in the backcourt. Skip pass, going for that steal was Connor Paulson, but didn't come up with it. And now Record off the pass from Timmy Myers. Couldn't handle it. Took his eye off it for a second. And the turnover gives it back to South Loop.
Yeah, and you know, when you take your eye off it for a second, your margin of error is much thinner. And the pass was off from Myers, and you kind of add those two things together, and it gives Anselmo-Merna their 10th turnover with 5:40 to go here in the first half.
Well, we thought this might be a pretty good one. So far it has been. Steele on the inbounds. Shacker was trying to go low for Neff, and Dane DeRee stepped into the passing lane. Gives it off to Priest. Over to Wilson. Look down low, couldn't go that way. Go back to Priest. Skip pass over to Record for a three. Off the mark, no good. Long rebound, tipped around, controlled. There's Paulson again. Looking down court. Takes it to the free throw line. Kicks out for Shacker. Three ball on the way. Off the mark, no good. Tipped around, taken out of there by Neff. Back to Shacker. He'll drive. Cut off. Back out to Paulson. His three. In and out, no good. Taken out of there by DeRee, and they'll slow it up will AM. 5 minutes to go, first half. Been a fun one so far. 16-16. Winner plays Twin Loop in the championship on Thursday night. You can hear it here on 95.3. Wilson's free throw, baseline shot knocked out of there by Wattoon. And he'll stay with Anselmo-Merna. Priest will toss it in, baseline right side. Lob into DeRee, triple team. Out to Wilson for the three ball. Off the iron, no good. Dylan Pandorf the board. Paulson, lead ahead. Finds Jet Morgan in there. Shot down low by Hudson Vickers, and that is blocked and taken away by Dane DeRee. DeRee ahead to Record. Into the corner, driving. Priest, jump skip, and he actually came down, and I think the look was the fact that it didn't look like he was going to go right back up with it. And so it was not really so much the Euro jump.
Well, the problem was he did a Euro and then a jump stop. If you do one of those two things, you're fine. And stringing them together, that's an illegal move.
With the basketball, it's South Loop. Vickers works it up top for Morgan. Gives off to Wattoon, fakes at the free throw line, puts it up, partially blocked by Finney, tipped up by Paulson, couldn't get it to go. Wilson with the rebound, outlet ahead to DeRee, behind the back dribble. Skip pass over to Priest down low, stolen away by Jet Morgan. Got all ball. Paulson ahead to Morgan, nice entry down to Pandorf, couldn't get it to go, but he'll draw the foul.
Well, that was just a great play on the other end defensively by Morgan. Just scooped it away down low. He gives up some height to DeRee, and when DeRee went to turn, he had that ball down at his waist, and Jet just said, well, I'll just take this, and it led to Pandorf at the free throw line on the other end.
Bangs that one home to give South Loop the lead at 17-16. 3:46 to go in the first half, and a Broken Bow Dairy Queen timeout being taken on the court. Timeout on the floor is a perfect time to plan your next trip to Dairy Queen in Broken Bow to try a delicious blizzard for the season. Traditional sundaes, cones, and shakes, or hot burgers, chicken strips, fries, cheese curds, and more. Visit them on West Highway 2 in Broken Bow. And I did this afternoon just before we came up here. Had a nice chicken strips basket.
There you go. Was it one of the ones with the was it just plain chicken strips?
Just plain, yep. I like my little dips. I'm not going to do the flamethrower and then try to call a game. That's just.
Oh, you got to go for the buffalo ones. That's the way to go.
But one thing that caught my eye is the mint blizzards and the mint covered ice cream cones. Yes,
pretty good.
That looks really, really good. At the free throw line, Dylan Pandorf. Second free throw up, and that one will not go down. Nobody went for the ball. He'll get it himself. Takes it in. It's blocked away, but a foul's going to be called. And two more free throws for Dylan Pandorf.
They're going to get this foul on Ryan Finney, his first.
17-16 the score. Bobcats with the lead. Pandorf with a chance to extend that. He does with the first one.
He's 2 of 4 from the free throw line here in the quarter.
Timmy Myers back in. Braden Wilson will sit down. Second one, up and no good. Long rebound this time brought down by Record. 2-point lead for South Loup. Ahead to Myers in the forecourt. Holds it up. High post now with it. It's DeRee. Back over to Priest for a three. It's short. Rebound saved in by Myers. Nicely done at the Record. DeRee, his shot blocked by Pandorf, and then it's tipped to Pandorf. Feed ahead to Paulson off the right side. Vickers, 18-footer, no good. Long rebound tipped around. Jet Morgan comes down with it. Gives off to Paulson. Free throw line jumper. Leans into it. Short. Tipped around. Taken out of there by Wattoon. Puts it up, no good. And Fitty comes away with the loose ball.
They're letting him play a little bit in there. Wattoon took a little bit of damage there on the arm going up for that shot.
Under 3 minutes remaining in the first half. 18-16 South Loup. AM with the basketball. DeRee, three ball on the way. Got it. And that gives Anselmo-Merna the lead at 19-18.
He's got 9 in the game.
Paulson to bring it into the forecourt. Give off Vickers. Morgan up top to Wattoon. Backdoor they go. Pandorf spins, cut off, but a foul. And Dylan Pandorf doing a great job of getting himself to the line right now.
He is. He's about ready to shoot.
That's going to be the fourth. So he was not in the act of shooting, so it'll be the fourth team foul. Oh, inbounds, wide open, Wattoon. And he puts it home. South Loup back on top, 20-19. High post, DeRee kicks over to Record in the corner, Myers. That pass might have been tipped, and they're going to say no. It'll go on out of bounds.
Yeah, Myers had a hard time pulling that down from a shot fake for three and then turning in all-in-one motion, passing it off to the right. It was just off on the feed to Record.
Hudson Vickers into the forecourt. Controlling, gets it out to Morgan. 2:06 to go in the half. Pandorf on the left corner. Working against Record in the man-to-mans. Picks up the dribble. Out to Wattoon for a three. And an out, no good. Rebound taken out of there by Myers. Gives it off to Record. Baseball pass ahead to DeRee. DeRee in the forecourt. Down low to Myers. Back out to DeRee. Three ball again. He's got two in a row. And Anselmo-Merna with the lead at 22-20. Minute 38 remaining in quarter number 2. Paulson into the forecourt. Works the right side, dribbles in, has a lane. 10-footer blocked out of there by Priest. It'll stay with the Bobcats as they'll throw it in underneath their right side. We just saw him get a nice look down low on the last inbounds. They'll go into the corner for Wattoon instead. Morgan, they'll reverse it back over to Paulson from the corner, no good. Rebound fought for and taken out of there by Pandorf. South Loup will have another opportunity. Wattoon driving the baseline, and he'll be fouled with the body by Dane DeRee. And that will be the 5th team foul on Anselmo-Merna, the first one on DeRee, but that means free throws for Wattoon.
This will be the 6th free throw that South Loup has attempted here in the quarter.
Misses that one. He'll have another one here. Chance to cut the lead in half. It has been a tight game all the way. I think 5 points has been the largest difference in this game. Second free throw is good. 22-21, minute 15 to go here in the half. In the backcourt, Priest leads it over to Record. Record, double team, trying to dribble through it, lost it, and then it went on out of bounds off of Timmy Myers.
13th turnover by my unofficial mark here in the first half by Anselmo-Merna with a minute 5 to go in the half.
South Loup will trigger from the side. Pandorf gets it in to Paulson. Paulson, dish off for Shacker. They'll work it around the perimeter. Pandorf three, no good. Long rebound went after it, but Dane DeRee races it to it. Gets it off ahead to Priest down the left side, cut off. Back out to DeRee, another three on the way. Another one he puts down. He's got 9 points in a row off 3 threes. 25-21 AM. Vickers at the other end. The pass skips through his hands And Anselmo-Merna now will have the ball, whip the shot clock off with 33.7 remaining.
Boy, how about the three-point shot of Dane DeRee? Not typical to see him shoot it very much. He's probably already eclipsed the amount of attempts he takes from beyond the three-point arc in a game.
Record, baseball pass ahead to DeRee. He's double-teamed in the forecourt. Lobs it up top for Record. He'll hold up with 22 seconds to go in the half. 2-3 zone being shown here by South Loup. Morgan will extend it through the hands of DeRee and into the backcourt. It was tipped, so it'll be taken by AM. They've still got time, 6 seconds. DeRee into the forecourt. Gets it off to Myers. Three at the buzzer, no good. Rebound brought down by Priest. And that is your half. Your score after one half of ball. We knew we'd have a good one in the 2-3 game. And Anselmo-Merna 25, South Loup 21. We'll be back with halftime stats and more right after this.
Year-end clearance sale, as is sale, inventory reduction sale, call it whatever you want, but here's the point. Agland ATV had so many December trade-ins, we don't have time to get them ran through the shop because we put customer machines first. So the guys decided to pass the savings on to you, and we're offering all pre-owned units at cost. Our loss, your gain. More units are added to the sale daily. Sale lasts until Wednesday, February 25th, right before closing for inventory on the 26th through the 28th. Come grab a deal at Agland ATV.
Always wear a helmet, never drink and ride.
Rod's Body and Paint delivers top-quality collision and paint services from their shop on the curve west of Broken Bow. Whether it's auto glass repair, dent and ding removal, or full collision restoration, their licensed and certified team offers free estimates, affordable pricing, and a lifetime paint warranty that you can trust. With decades of experience under their belt, they stand behind their work and their promise of satisfaction. Call 308-872-5346 today and talk to Rod's Body and Paint in Broken Bow.
We all make plans for the future, like car accidents, break-ins, and unexpected fires can disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design insurance plans that work for you and help protect what matters most. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Ask Brent Custer about Shelter's home, auto, and life options.
Broken Bow Dental is proud to cheer on the area student athletes. At their location on Highway 2 in Broken Bow, their state-of-the-art clinic blends cutting-edge dental care with a warm, personalized approach, because a confident smile supports success in and out of the game. From routine family dentistry to emergency treatment, they have you covered. Call 308-767-2002 to schedule an appointment at Broken Bow Dental. Be brilliant. Be bold.
Life moves at the speed of light. Don't let pain put you on pause. At Rise Rehab and Performance, we believe everyone deserves to feel their best without pain holding them back. Whether it's recovering from an injury, managing chronic pain, or just getting back to doing what you love, our expert team is here to help take the first steps toward healing. Personalized care, cutting-edge treatments, and results that speak for themselves. Rise Rehab and Performance. 872-5800. We rehab, you recover, then rise.
Central Nebraska Diesel and Renke would like to take this moment to extend their thanks and appreciation to our brave men and women who serve our country through our armed forces. This gratitude also extends to our armed forces veterans for your sacrifice. The freedom we enjoy today and the bright future we see tomorrow are due to your selfless service, and for this we offer our humble and sincere thanks. For all your mechanized irrigation needs, count on the professionals at Central Nebraska Diesel, who sell, install, and service a full line of reliable Renke systems. Stop in today to see how Central Nebraska Diesel and Renke can help get the most out of your irrigation water.
It's basketball season, and the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes are back on the court. Fast breaks, buzzer beaters, and plenty of Coyote hustle all season long. Big shout out to Timmy. Yes, we see you out there. Good luck this season. And fans, if you want to look as good in the stands as the Coyotes do on the court, grab your school spirit wear at Nebraska Pasture Door. Nebraska Pasture Door is proud to support Anselmo-Merna Athletics. Let's go Coyotes!
Merna Valley Organic is proud to sponsor this broadcast featuring the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes. They love supporting these student athletes in all that they do, both academically and in sports. Merna Valley Organic is the natural choice for certified organic crops by Roger and Brent Safranek. It's their pleasure to help bring this broadcast to the airwaves for those who can't make it to the action. Go Coyotes from Merna Valley Organic.
Every dribble, every dream, right here. Postseason hoops on KCNI and KBBN.
And we come back here to Sargent High School Gymnasium, side of the sub-district tournament here tonight, where the winner will play Twin Loup, the host team, and Anselmo-Merna hanging on for a 25-21 lead here at halftime over the number 3 seed South Loup. And with the numbers, here's Jeremy Scheib.
We'll start with the visitors on the scoreboard. That would be the Bobcats of South Loup, led by a couple of scores. Dylan Pandorf and Crew Watoon with 6 points apiece, 4 for Tyson Shacker, 3 for Connor Paulson, and 2 for Malachi Neth. For Anselmo-Merna, it's Dane DeRee with 15 points, had 3 3-pointers there in the second quarter to pace himself. 8 points for Colin Wright. He had all 8 of those in the first quarter, getting the Coyotes off to a good start. Timmy Myers scored 2 there in the second quarter to get into the scorebook as well. Team statistics, 17 rebounds for the Coyotes to South Loop's 12. Anselmo-Merna 0 for 1 from the charity stripe, while South Loup shot a 4 for 8, 50%. 13 turnovers for Anselmo-Merna in the first half to South Loop's 6. Again, here at the half, South Loup led by Dylan Pandorf and Crew Watoon with 6 apiece. Anselmo-Merna paced by Dane DeRee with 15. Anselmo-Merna leads it 25-21.
All right, we'll continue on here with halftime and get you ready for the third quarter when we come back here on 95.3.
A1 Auto Repair in Arnold is proud to support our local student athletes and help bring you the action when you can't be there in person. When it comes to fixing cars, the bearded guys at A1 are kind of like mechanical wizards, just with wrenches instead of magic wands. Trust them. You'd much rather they have a wrench than a magic wand. They'll have your car running smoothly and get you back on the road in no time. Stop by 110 East 7th Avenue in Arnold. Call 308-848-2542 or click A1AutoRepairInc.com.
Electricity. We use it every single day. Kristen Electric is ready to help you with your electric projects in underground, farm, remodels, and new construction. If it needs electricity, Kristen Electric can get it there. Call 308-258-4164. They'll figure out a plan to get you on the way to having reliable electricity. For underground, farm, remodels, and new construction. Proud to support the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes by sponsoring this broadcast, Kristen Electric.
Just as all the athletes show hard work and dedication throughout the season, the Anselmo-Merna Booster Club is dedicated to supporting them. They want to express their encouragement to all the teams, not only during game time, but also during every practice, every drill, every rep, every challenge. A lot goes into each time you compete, and the Boosters are very proud of you. Good luck from the Anselmo-Merna Boosters.
Your health close to home. At Callaway District Hospital and Medical Clinics, they are committed to bringing high-quality care right to the community. From trusted family medicine to specialty services like cardiology, orthopedics, general surgery, podiatry, and wound care, they're here for you. They invest in the latest diagnostic and treatment technology, so you don't have to travel far for the care you need. Callaway District Hospital and Medical Clinics, where compassion meets advanced care, because your health matters right here at home.
The staff at South Loop Pharmacy in Callaway is proud to be a sponsor of this sports broadcast. They support all the area athletes and are pleased to be a part of the South Loop Bobcat community. Their pharmacy provides knowledge on what is best for you and your family members. Stop in and talk to them today. South Loop Pharmacy in Callaway, knowing you by name, not just a refill number.
Agribest Feeds of Callaway is your source for all things ranching. They have what you need as calving comes around, including ear tags, vet supplies, windscreens, Go Lights, milk replacer, Royale heat calf warmers, and more. Go check out their new Room and Edge livestock tubs and water rippler tank float. They also carry Powder River and Tartar livestock equipment, and their Sweet Pro lick tubs, Fresh Start, and Redmond Salt provide your animals with the outstanding nutrition they need. Behind the Community Center in Callaway or at 836-2298. Agribest Feeds of Callaway.
Rocks Underground serves Central Nebraska with expertise in water and irrigation services. Need some help? Call Rocky Dockweiler at 870-3457. Rocky salutes the student athletes of the area and all the hard work they put in each and every season and is very proud of the young men and women that live in Central Nebraska. Enjoy this broadcast, brought to you in part by Rocky Dockweiler with Rocks Underground in Oconto.
Rich Runlet with Rain Dance Repair, proud to be your local connection for beehive, pivot monitoring, and control systems, as well as soup cup bins. Whether you're needing to get your augers up to date and bins repaired or need a new system, Rain Dance Repair can help. If you haven't heard about Beehive Smart Connected Technology, give Rich a call. He'll get you set up for monitoring and control of your pivots without subscription fees, while also saving time and money. Call Rich at Rain Dance Repair at 870-4455, your local Soup Cup and Beehive Ag Connection.
D1-10 subdistrict here at Sargent. We head to the second half of our second game here tonight. The 2 versus 3 seed, and Anselmo-Merna, the 2 seed on top, 25-21. Earlier tonight, it was the top seed, Twin Loup, getting the 60-20 victory over Burwell. They await the winner Thursday night at 7. We'll have that for you here on 95.3. South Loup with the ball, thrown away, taken out of there by Wilson. Ahead to Record, drives, scoops it up, couldn't get it to go. Rebound, though, Priest, his follow no good, but he'll draw a foul. That foul's going to go on Dylan Pandorf. And Keenan Priest will go to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, Anselmo-Merna can feel glad that they're able to start this second half with a lead, especially the way that turnovers went there at the late part of the first half. To overcome those turnovers and still have the halftime lead is huge.
Priest missed the first. He'll have a second one here. That one also misses, comes out long, run down by Paulson. Paulson will run it into the forecourt. Gives off left side for Pandorf. Now Paulson working to the right side for Shacker. Watoon down low intended for Neff. Knocked away by Colin Wright. Right back in there. He picked up 3 fouls in that first half. Only player in any kind of foul trouble.
And it was unfortunate because he had 8 points in the first quarter and then picked up 3 fouls and had to leave.
From the corner off the inbounds, Dylan Pandorf knocks down the 3. It's a 1-point game, 25-24. In the backcourt, Record ahead to Priest and along the left baseline, scooping it up. DeRee almost got it to go. It's tipped around, controlled by Paulson. Wants the run, 2-on-5, takes it in, forces it up, no good. Taken out of there by Record. Record will hold it up, give off to Priest. Running into the forecourt, finds Wright into the paint. Hook shot from 10, no good. Rebound brought down by DeRee, but stripped away by Paulson. It'll stay with Anselmo-Merna.
On the other side, I think South Loup definitely has the right to gripe a little bit. That looked like a mugging that Connor Paulson had to endure down there. No call.
Inbounds goes to DeRee, out to Record, 15-footer off the mark. Long rebound comes out to Priest. High post to Wright into the corner. DeRee 3. That one's off the mark. Watoon will bring down the ball. Crew Watoon will hold it up for Connor Paulson. 1-point game, 25-24 Anselmo-Merna. South Loup at the basketball. Paulson up top. Dribbles in, lost balance, but gets it over to Neff. There's Dylan Pandorf again for a 3. Pandorf knocks it home, and the Bobcats have the lead at 27-25 as they start the third quarter on a 6-0 run. Driving all the way in. Priest puts it up, couldn't get it to go. Right the rebound. Outlet intended for Wilson, stolen away by Sacker. Sacker dribbles through traffic into the forecourt. All the way down through the right side, puts it up off the glass, no good. Tipped around over to Dylan Pandorf, and he'll put the 5-footer in. Pandorf, all 8 points in this stretch, and it's a 4-point lead for the Bobcats.
That has been quite the stretch.
DeRee gets it down low. Finds Wright streaking to the hoop. Left it short, though. And the rebound taken out of there by Paulson. What a good look for AM, but they couldn't cash in. Here's Dylan Pandorf again. This one would not go. Rebound taken out of there by DeRee. Lob down low for Priest. Couldn't handle it. Saves it in, though. Gets it in to DeRee. Out to Record. Now over to Wright for a 3. No good. and the rebound will go on out of bounds.
Well, I know the threes have gone down for these teams as of late, with Duree at the end of the second quarter and here lately for Pandorf. But it's important not to forget your identity. And I think these teams, when the heat wears off of that three-point line, the team that can adjust back to it and get the scoring going back inside again is going to be glad that they're the team that was able to do so first.
Jet Morgan, Hudson Vickers checking back into the lineup. Morgan up top for Paulson, bounce over to the right side to Vickers. Along the baseline, there's Pandorf, 10-footer, left short. Taken out of there defensively by Timmy Myers, who's come back in for Anselmo-Merna. Coyotes still looking for the first points of the second half. They had a 4-point lead at halftime. They now trail by 4. Down low, touch pass right to Duree, and he is blocked by Watoon. 2-on-2 the other way. Paulson takes it in, puts it up, no good. Rebound brought down by Myers. Myers outlets to Record. Throw ahead for Priest, tipped around, and finally controlled by Vickers. Gets it ahead to Paulson. Paulson splits the defenders, couldn't get it to go, and the rebound cleared out of there by Duree. Feed ahead to Record. Nice bounce down low to Myers, back over to Record. Out top, Priest, 3-ball, no good, just short. Rebound tipped around, controlled by Wright in the corner. Gives it off to Priest, and AM will reset their offense. Lob down low, intended for Myers, tipped away by Pandorf. Pandorf, the senior, has had a strong third quarter. Over to Morgan, he'll launch a three, no good. Rebound cleared out of there by Vickers. Vickers. And a foul will go on Anselmo-Merna as Vickers was able to get the rebound, and that's going to be on Colin Wright.
And that was Pandorf on the rebound. He'll be the one that got fouled and heads to the free throw line. But, yeah, that's the fourth foul on Colin Wright.
Pandorf will put it up and in. Makes it a 30-25 lead for South Loup.
He has every single point for South Loup here in this quarter. Anselmo-Merna has yet to score here in the third.
And he can give South Loup the biggest lead of the game here, but it comes up short. Rebound brought out of there by Priest. Anselmo-Merna led 10-5 in the first half. That was the biggest lead, but now South Loop's tied it here with a 5-point advantage of 30-25 in the third quarter. Priest gets it over to Finney. And he walked.
Switch the pivot feet. He's confused, and those are kind of the worst ones, is when you're so confident what you're doing and then the whistle surprises you. But he established that other foot and then went to the other one, and that is the 18th turnover for Anselmo-Merna.
In the forecourt, Morgan trying to get it down low. It's tipped around. Controlled by Watoon. Takes it in, puts it up, no good, but he'll draw a foul. We'll see if that's a shooting foul. That's going to go on Caden Record, and it looks like it will be a shooting foul. So Crew Watoon at the line to shoot a pair.
That is Record's second foul.
Free throw is short.
Well, Anselmo-Merna is still in this one. I mean, they're down by 5 despite not scoring here in the third and turning it over 18 times. They have really been out rebounding South Loup, and that is what has been keeping them in it, limiting South Loop's opportunities.
Watoon makes that one, but yeah, you're right. It's still a two-possession game at 31-25. Still lots of time. 3:18 to go in the third. Pass a little behind Myers, but he reels it in. Feed up top for Duree. Spin and a reach-in foul on South Loup.
Yeah, I think they're going to get Jet Morgan on a little bit of a hand check. And you can't really fault him, right? He gives up some height to Dane and gives some size up as well. He's just trying his best to keep him in front of him.
Baseline right side. Priest gets it into Record. Record to the high post for Duree. 15-footer off the mark, no good. Myers the rebound. Follow. Partially blocked by Watoon. And Watoon will rip down the board. Gives it off to Paulson. Feed ahead. Vickers down low, stolen away. Nicely done by Dane Duree, as that was intended for Pandorf down low.
I've got that as only South Loop's 7th turnover here in this ball game.
Record, touch pass ahead. Duree trying to go to the other side for Finney. The race is on for a loose ball. And what do we have here? I think a tie-up between Myers and Pandorf.
Well, and I think both teams a little bit fortunate that didn't result in a foul being called on somebody. Timmy Myers kind of ended up on top of the pile. And you got to remember, a loose ball and going for it is fine, but you can't jump on top of somebody. I've certainly seen fouls called in that situation, but no harm, no foul either direction. AM keeps the basketball.
Yeah, it's not like a fumble in football. 2:32 to go here in the third quarter. It's been a 10-0 third quarter for South Loup. They lead at 31-25. Myers up top for Priest. Left side for Record. Gives off to DeRee. 18-foot fall away, no good. Rebound will run down by Priest. Priest skips it alive, but that's going to be a shot clock violation, I believe.
Yeah, it didn't hit the rim, and the shot clock buzzer, and we've run into this season, Larry. It's loud enough in here. The shot clock buzzer is not nearly loud enough. It was pretty quiet. You couldn't hear it. AM got the rebound on the other side, but because it didn't hit the rim at all, it was a shot clock violation.
Well, and I think it actually got reset, too.
Yeah,
thinking it was that maybe they thought that it did hit, but it didn't hit.
Yeah, good piece of officiating again, though, coming together and making the right call.
Platoon back over to Paulson, launches a three. Couldn't get it to go. Record with the rebound, and a foul will go, I believe, on Crew Watoon here.
That's just his first.
Minute 57 remaining in the third. AM will have another opportunity at trying to cut into this lead and score their first points of the second half. High post to Finney, bounce down low to Myers, bounce over to DeRee, puts it up no good, but he'll draw the foul. We'll see who they give this one to. That's going to be on Paulson. That'll be his third.
A couple of different players in there for South Loup certainly got their money's worth on that one, not making it easy for him to put it up. And South Loup fans not agreeing with that foul being on Paulson. I kind of tend to agree with them on that one. If the idea is who fouled him harder, I think Hudson Vickers kind of got more of a lick in on DeRee.
DeRee misses the first, misses the second, and AM still scoreless here in the second half.
The fact that they are only down by 6 without scoring here in the third quarter is nothing short of amazing.
They've been able to do it on the defensive end. They've gone to a zone now. It's 2-3. Spent most of the first half in a man-to-man, and now a traveling violation on Jet Morgan. His foot just kind of slipped out from underneath him.
Oh, if you're the Coyotes, you just got to weather the storm, right? Sometimes the ball doesn't bounce your direction. You catch the turnover bug. You've just got to find a time to shrug it off. Your rebounding is keeping you in this game. It's that simple.
Record from 17, in and out, no good. Taken out of there by Watoon.
Every single shot they're shooting, by the way, is contested by South Loup.
Paulson into the paint, back out to Morgan. He'll launch a three, no good. It will not fall. Tipped around, controlled though by Watoon. Follow up and in. And with a minute to go in the third, South Loup has opened up the biggest lead of the game of 8, 33-25. DeRee into the forecourt, lost it out of bounds. That's a turnover.
20th turnover of the game for Anselmo-Merna. They just can't get out of their own way. Some of these turnovers self-inflicted, a good amount of them due to South Loup just causing chaos out there. This is a pace that South Loup is comfortable playing in, making it frantic, making it an exciting environment out there on the floor, and they've been taking advantage.
Shacker and Vickers back into the lineup, 46 seconds to go in the quarter. Paulson, they've got a chance to make it a double-digit lead, but turnover as the pass was a little behind Vickers from Pandorf.
And the few turnovers that South Loup has had here in this third quarter, despite outscoring their opponent by so many, it's kind of just allowed Anselmo-Merna to hang around a little bit.
6'2" senior Caleb Furrow will check into the lineup for the Bobcats. Again, AM looking for their first points of the quarter. DeRee up top. Back over to Priest. 3 ball. Off the mark, no good. And a rebound. That's going to be a foul on Myers. He said, I got ball, but yeah, he had him on a bear hug.
Yeah, he had the ball out in front, but yeah, you maybe one of the easier foul calls that an official has made here in this season as Timmy Myers picks up his first foul.
Just 13 fouls, so no shots here. 24 seconds to go in the quarter. Shot clock is off.
Caden Record going to come out, or excuse me, Dane DeRee going to come out. Caden Record will come in for him.
Paulson will have it in the backcourt, and he's going to slowly bring it up. Priest will come up, meet him near the volleyball line. 15 seconds to go in the quarter. Paulson works it over to the right side, cut off by Priest, down to 10. Over to Shacker. Shacker on the drive, stops back. Nowhere to go, going to have to get rid of it. 3 seconds down low to Wattoon. Puts it up and in, he's fouled in a count. Crew Wattoon down low. Got the bucket and the harm.
I tell you what, the last time down, Crew Wattoon had a grown man's rebound. That was a grown man's shot through a foul. He's got an opportunity to put one more point on the board with less than 2 seconds on the clock.
1.4 to be exact. And that's the third foul on Caden Record. He'll come out. DeRee will come back in for the final 1.4.
Well, Caden subbed in for Dane to give him some rest and protect him from picking up a foul on the defensive end, but he picked up one himself.
Wattoon makes the free throw. Let's see if AM can get off any kind of shot here. Baseball pass ahead, and it goes out of bounds. Was not touched.
That's going to be under the basket for South Loop. They'll get an opportunity with 1.4 under their own basket. That's the worst case scenario for Anselmo-Merna.
And Paulson's going to check back in. And Coach Cole's going to take a quick timeout. It's a Broken Bow Dairy Queen timeout. We'll take it with him here on 95.3.
This sports broadcast featuring the South Loop Bobcats is brought to you by T.R. Anderson with United Trailer Sales. Ask him about dump, utility, flatbed, tilt, and car trailers. Of course, of the highest quality build, but also at competitive prices. Every purchase comes with the top 2 items you're looking for, value and exceptional service. Give TR a call at 308-370-4142. Go Bobcats from TR Anderson with United Trailer Sales in Callaway.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Elliott Plumbing and Home Improvement. TJ welcomes your calls at 308-730-3056. He's ready to hit the road in Custer County.
And we come back here. We'll interrupt on our commercial here. 1.4 to go here in the quarter. Inbounds will come from Paulson into Wattoon. Couldn't get it to go. Point blank range. He was double teamed. But it is a 15-0 quarter for South Loop, and they go into the fourth quarter leading in Anselmo-Merna 36-25. And we'll have that fourth coming up next here on 95.3.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Elliott Plumbing and Home Improvement. TJ welcomes your calls at 308-730-3056. He's ready to hit the road in Custer County and the surrounding area to bring quality workmanship to your commercial or residential project. Cheer loud for our local student athletes. They are the world's future difference makers. Elliott Plumbing and Home Improvement hopes you enjoy the broadcast and encourages your continued support of the area teams.
Custer County Feeders in Oconto are always ready to help serve you. Manager Michelle Pearson and her team are there to answer any questions you may have. The question they enjoy answering most is how they can best help you. Give them a call today, 308-858-4455. They are ready to feed your cattle. Custer County Feeders in Oconto, there for their customers, ready to serve you, and proud to support the South Loop Bobcats.
Your home for postseason thrills. KCNI KBBN Radio.
And we come back to Sargent, start the fourth quarter. 36-25, South Loop with the lead. Steal, though, by DeRee. DeRee goes the other way, takes it in, puts it up and in. A good start to the fourth quarter for Anselmo-Merna. Now, South Loop almost threw it away. Taken there by Shacker, though, near the timeline. Looks for somebody to go to. Up top. Finds Paulson working against Wilson. 2-3 zone being shown. Wattoon along the baseline, drives, cut off, 5-footer short, and the rebound brought down by DeRee. Here come the Coyotes. Into the forecourt, stolen away though by Pandorf. Pandorf the other way, 2-on-2. takes it in, puts it up, no good. Wattoon the board, fakes, puts it up and in. Back to an 11-point game at 38-27.
Well, the Coyotes can't afford to trade baskets for a little while, but they got to eat into this lead, and that turnover, or any turnover, is not the way to do it.
Through the hands of Wright and taken again by Pandorf. He'll give it off to Paulson. Paulson into the forecourt, up top for Neff. Back over to Paulson. Feed down low intended for Wattoon, but off the mark. Gives it back to Anselmo-Merna. 6:49 and counting. Here comes AM against that pressure record. Priest. And when you're trying to make a comeback, it's a pretty good deal to go, if you're the leading team, to go to this pressure and force them to use even that much more time bringing the ball up. Priest into the forecourt. Over to DeRee, fakes the three, steps back now with the three, and hits it. Dane DeRee, not normally known for his three-point shooting, but he's knocked down 4 tonight. Timeout, a Broken Bow Dairy Queen timeout, 38-30, South Loop. Back after this.
Eggleston Oil keeps the Oconto community on the go with full service at the gas pumps. They treat every customer with a smile and often some lively conversation. Their shop provides automotive repairs as well as tire service. Eggleston Oil keeps the local farms moving with fast, reliable, on-the-farm fuel delivery. They also help with a variety of local fundraisers too. Supporting radio coverage of high school sports is yet another way they show that all-important community involvement at Eggleston Oil of Oconto.
38-30, the score. South Loop leading Anselmo-Merna. Winter Place Twin Loop Thursday night at 7 o'clock. You can hear it right here on 95.3 KBBN. Jeremy and Brent will be on hand for that one Thursday night. Jeremy, a little interesting. Anselmo-Merna looks like they've come out a little differently here in this fourth quarter. They've come up with a couple of buckets. They've finally got something going for them. But South Loop has come up with some answers too.
Yeah, South Loop has put in a score. I mean, that Dane DeRee three-pointer is the only difference here in this fourth quarter. They've just got to continue to outscore South Loop to eat back into that lead. They only trail by 8.
With it, it's Paulson, top of the key. Lob over to Pandorf. Pandorf, 20 on the shot clock, finds Shacker. Lost the ball. Goes over to Paulson. His shot put up and blocked by Priest. Priest comes away with it from behind. Lob over to DeRee. Back over to Priest. Back to DeRee. Looks at the three. Rims out, no good. No rebound brought down by Wattoon. Paulson will slow it up, bring it in the forecourt. Feed ahead to Shacker. Shacker up top to Paulson. South Loop being patient on the offense with that 8-point advantage. Into the corner, Wattoon, 18-footer, got it. And the seniors are stepping up for the Bobcats here in the second half.
He's got 10 second half points, 16 in the game.
Priest into the forecourt. Back over to right, to the high post. DeRee drives, and a reach-in foul, I believe, on Neff.
Yeah, he's going to shoot 2 as well. Be big for Anselmo-Merna to get some makes. Here's a stat for you. Anselmo-Merna has yet to make a free throw tonight. They're 0 for 5.
We'll make it 1 of 6 as DeRee puts that one in. 40-31 now the score. DeRee, second one, up and good. 40-32, and a quick timeout going to be taken. A Broken Bow Dairy Queen timeout by Anselmo-Merna. Back after this.
Mills Hardware is proud to support the local athletes. From painting to tools, sporting goods to office supplies, Mills Hardware is the place to go. Always remember, if they don't have it, they will try to get it for you. They have 155 different suppliers that they work with and offer services like hunting, fishing, and park permits, key making, and more. They thank you for your continued patronage of their store. You're very important to them. Thank you from the Mills Hardware and Feed team.
KCNI KBBN, the spot for postseason plays.
Well, earlier tonight, Twin Loup got a 60-20 win over Burwell to advance to the championship. Picked up their 20th win of the year. And they'll face the winner of this game. Right now, South Loup, the 3 seed, leading the 2 seed Anselmo-Merna, 40-32 with 5:19 remaining in the ballgame. Full court pressure now coming from AM. Baseball pass ahead. Paulson, 2-on-2, gets it down to Neff. He'll lay it up and in. Paulson brought the defender to him and gave it off to Neff, who puts it home. Into the forecourt, right. Now Record into the paint. Boy, tough catch. 4 players around DeRee. And he's going to draw a foul, and that will go on Pandorf.
That's his second.
It'll be Anselmo-Merna to throw it in. Priest gets it into right, 15-footer, way off the mark. Brought down by Pandorf. Paulson, baseball pass ahead to Neff. Neff on the corner. Down low, Pandorf to Wattoon, driving, goes to the right hand, couldn't get it to go. Ripped down by DeRee. 4:37 remaining. 10-point difference, 42-32. Priest over to DeRee, 3 ball, that one's off the mark. Rebound though, run down by Wright. Back out to Record. To Priest. Drives in the paint, nice dish off down low to Wright, but he couldn't finish. And the board cleared out of there by Wattoon, and now DeRee steals it away, but he couldn't keep his balance as Shacker was right lower than him. He tried to avoid him and traveled.
Well, that's the problem. When you catch the ball up so high and on the sideline, you can't get it down to the floor fast enough to avoid traveling with it.
Inbounds will come from Pandorf right in front of their own bench. Gets it in to Paulson, and it's stolen away. DeRee doing everything he can. Keep his team in this. Into the forecourt. Priest. Skip pass out to Record. Step back long 3 off the iron, no good. Long rebound. Tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Neff.
Anselmo-Merna has gotten some really close looks inside. When they just have not fallen for them. The 3-pointers not really going for anybody but Dane DeRee in this game. It has just been an absolute grind. But the Coyotes aren't out of it yet. They're down by 10 with half of the quarter here in the 4th to go.
Paulson tips the pass, saves it in, but it goes right into Priest, who'll lay it up and in. That was Kanan Priest at the right place at the right time.
His first 2 points of the ball game.
42-34 and a reach in, and that is it for Colin Wright. Oh, that was just a small reach in, but he got a piece of the arm. And Colin Wright, he's been in foul trouble all night, and he's going to foul out.
Yeah, it's hard once you get into initial foul trouble to get yourself out of that situation, especially when you play an aggressive brand of defense like he does. Colin just couldn't get in front of it. He had 8 points in this one, all of them in the first quarter.
Driving with 2, takes it in, puts it up with the right hand, a little off balance. Taken out of there by DeRee. Ahead to Record. 1-on-2, Euro step, puts it up, puts it in, but he is called for the charge.
Tyson Shacker, perfect defense on that. Now, sometimes you would say, well, he went to the Euro step. He tried to avoid it to the side. The only thing that overcomes that is having yourself completely set like Shacker did. That's how he won that battle and got the call to go his way. That is the 4th foul on Caden Record. 3:30 to go, 4th quarter. Dairy Queen of Broken Bow timeout on the floor.
Photographs capture memories so we can hold on to them forever. Hillary Williams Photography offers family sessions, and she loves doing senior photos as well. Tying the knot? Call Hillary to take pictures to remember the big day, or have her capture newborn pictures with stunning results that live on forever. Call 870-4620 for stunning professional photography. Hillary Williams Photography is proud to support the student athletes by bringing you this broadcast.
Fort County Boutique in Arnold is proud to help support the South Loop Bobcats in all that they do. Four County Boutique is open Tuesday through Friday from 10 until 5 and Saturdays from 10 until 3. You'll find quality clothing as well as products and merchandise made by locals. Items like jewelry, soaps, chocolates, and more await you at the Four County Boutique. Follow them on Facebook to stay up to date with new items. Glad to help cheer on the South Loop Bobcats and proud to sponsor this broadcast. Four County Boutique on Main Street in Arnold.
3 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in this game. South Loop with the basketball and the lead, 42-34. Shacker into the forecourt, drives into the paint. Lost the ball, but it goes into the hands of Vickers, puts it up and in. And Anselmo-Merna wanted to travel off that one. 44-34. Record, a long three, it's short off the iron. Long rebound kept alive by Priest. To DeRee, back to Record, he'll drive, hanging, puts it up, no good. Rebound cleared out of there by Pandorf. Pandorf leads it ahead to Watoon. They've got numbers, 3-on-2. Dish off down low, Vickers pump fakes, puts it up, puts it in, he's fouled, it'll count. And now the South Loop fans starting to feel this one.
That is on Ryan Finney. That is his second. Big quarter, big couple of trips down the floor for South Loop. Vickers looking to get his 5th point of the quarter, unable to do so.
Missed the free throw, and Anselmo-Merna with the rebound. Priest driving into the forecourt, fouled. That'll be the 3rd team foul on South Loop, and AM, the clock running down on them, down by 12. Time going to be taken by Anselmo-Merna. It's a Broken Bow Dairy Queen timeout. We'll take it with them. 46-34, South Loop.
There's a new tomorrow on the other side of the horizon. There are promises to honor, work that needs to be done, friendships to enjoy, and people that count on each other. These are the things that tie our communities together. They always have, and they always will. Build your tomorrow with a bank you can rely on. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Grocery shopping can be tough. Planning meals, finding time to shop, all while trying to save money in the aisles. Reed's Food Center in Arnold invites you to sign up for their rewards program. You earn 5 points for every $1 you spend. Then use those points the next time you visit on highly discounted products. Visit reedsfoodcenter.com and check out recipe ideas, a meal planner, plus ads, coupons, and internet-only specials. Reed's Food Center. Visit them soon in Arnold.
All the action, all postseason long. KCNI KBBN.
2 minutes and 45 seconds remaining here in regulation. South Loop, a 25-9 second half. They were down by 4 at halftime. They lead at 46-34. And Anselmo-Merna has the basketball, and they've got work to do. Priest to toss it in from the sideline. Goes into the corner for DeRee. Long three, no good. They crash the boards. It's loose, and it's finally taken by Vickers, and he is fouled.
Yeah, he's fouled by Braden Wilson, who picks up his 2nd foul.
Just the 4th team foul. Next one will put South Loop into the bonus.
And you might try that for a while if you're Anselmo-Merna. Hope you can force some missed free throws.
Watoon, touch pass ahead, numbers. Nice pass by Paulson down to Vickers for the easy 2.
Well, it's getting to the point where the press from Anselmo-Merna is almost getting broken so easily that it's doing more damage than good.
And on the press break, it's stolen away by Watoon. Touch pass into Shacker, takes it into the forecourt. Works it off to the right side. Pandorf. Cross court over to Vickers. Up top, Paulson. Paulson on the drive. And a foul going to go, I believe, on Anselmo-Merna. That's going to go on Braden Wilson.
His 3rd.
And Connor Paulson will step to the line to shoot a pair. Senior dips his knees, puts it up, no good. He'll have a second one.
Connor trying to score his 1st points since the 1st quarter, where he completed an and one opportunity.
Second one by Paulson. In and out, no good. Rebound, though, to Watoon. Can he save it in? He does. He keeps it in the corner. Down low to Pandorf. He had a shot and didn't see it. Instead, though, he kicks it out, and they want to use time.
Yeah, I think that's okay to not go up for that one. I think killing time may be a little bit more important than extending the lead.
Paulson way up top, dribbling it around. Bounce down low. Watoon pump fakes, puts it up, puts it in. He's fouled by Wilson. And with 1:45 remaining, that might have been the clincher. 50-34.
Braden Wilson now joins Caden Record with 4 fouls. Colin Wright already fouled out of this one earlier on in this half. And Watoon makes the three-point play.
51-34 the score. AM the other direction, and timeout going to be taken by Anselmo-Merna. It's a Broken Bow Dairy Queen timeout. We'll take it with them. South Loop up by 17.
The Market and Mill is nestled right in the community of Anselmo, and they would love for you to visit sometime soon. The Market continues to offer a great variety of convenient items you can swing by and grab to put in your fridge, cabinets, or pantry. The Mill is a place for the community to come together over a delicious coffee shop experience. Open Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday, 8 to 6, and Sunday, 9 to 2. The Market and Mill in Anselmo, cheering on the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes.
Ready or not, here comes the chilly season. Are you already noticing some cold drafts coming into your home, chilling the air? Don't make your heating system work harder than it needs to. Talk to Mead Lumber and Broken Bow about insulation solutions to keep the cold where it belongs, outside. The helpful staff at Mead Lumber and Broken Bow can offer solutions that will save you money when the weather gets chilly. Talk to them today, East Highway 2, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
1:39 remaining. Anselmo-Merna will trigger it in on the side, but they trail now 51-34. It has been all South Loop here in the second half. Looking for their 10th win on the year. Inbounds will go to DeRee. Baseball pass across on the skip. Record with the three. It's off the mark, no good. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pandorf. So it'll stay with the Coyotes with 1:32 remaining.
Want to give a shout out to those sponsors you see scrolling on your screen, folks. Please take note of those. They're the ones making this possible. Patronize them, please.
Record step back three was short, but there was DeRee right there to clean it up, put it back in. 51-36 and a quick reach in. Going to be called on Dane DeRee, and that will mean free throws for Dylan Pandorf. Hey, your friends at Klang Financial are honored to help with any of your health and life insurance questions, as well as any retirement planning needs you may have. Reach them at 308-872-6810. Klang Financial, downtown Broken Bow at 940 South D Street. First free throw, no good from Dylan Pandorf. He'll have a second one. Dips the knees, puts it up, and in. 52-36 now the score. 1:21 remaining. Feet ahead, DeRee. He'll launch a three, and it out, no good. Going up high for the board was Priest. And we have a foul on the rebound. That's going to go against South Loop. That will go against Dylan Pandorf, his third, but only the third team foul as well. Baseline left side, it'll be Priest to throw it in. Up top for Record, step back three off the mark. Rebound tipped and controlled by Watoon. Outlet to Paulson, and a foul going to be called on DeRee, trying to get that one back.
That'll be his third foul. Thank you as well to Nebraska Pasture Door, Merna Valley Organic, A1 Auto Repair, Kristen Electric, the Anselmo-Merna Boosters, Callaway District Hospital, South Loop Community Pharmacy, and AgriBest Feeds for helping us with this broadcast.
Connor Paulson will be at the line. He'll shoot a pair. That was the third foul on Dane DeRee. Free throw good. 53-36. And Anselmo-Merna just 2 weeks ago beat South Loop by 17. And right now, South Loop on top by 17. Second free throw is good. And that is why they play the games. 54-36. Into the corner, Wilson, he'll fire up a three from the corner. Boy, Vickers was all over him out there, and he still knocked it down. 54-39, 52 seconds remaining. They get it over to Pandorf. Pandorf in the backcourt. And a foul going to go on Wilson.
Fouled out.
And he'll come out of the game, and that will put Dylan Pandorf to the line. Man, he's been there all night long.
Thank you as well to Rocks Underground, Rain Dance Repair, United Trailer Sales, Elliott Plumbing and Home Improvement, Custer County Feeders, Eggleston Oil, Mills Hardware and Feed, Hillary Williams Photography, Ford County Boutique, Pinnacle Bank of Arnold, Reed's Food Center, and the Market and Mill for supporting this broadcast here tonight.
Dylan Pandorf makes the first free throw, makes it a 55-39 game. Second one on the way is good. And now we're going to see some new players coming in here in a minute for AM. Record. And they're going to get the new players in. They're going to stop and bring in all the new players for both teams. Our clock ran all the way down to 42.5.
Yeah, I think they stopped it early. So they let a little bit of time run off and get some subs in there. Shout out to the seniors for Anselmo-Merna, Caden Record, Colin Wright, Braden Wilson, and Ryan Finney playing here in their last basketball game as an Anselmo-Merna Coyote.
Trevin Klein and Barrett McIntyre, a couple players in for AM. And we've got a Broken Bow Dairy Queen timeout. We'll take another quick break.
Life's better when you're under our roof because we can help you choose insurance to help protect what matters most. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family could have the help they need to continue to pursue their dreams. Contact Justin at the Justin Thompson Agency at 872-5252 today.
American Family Insurance.
Products not available in all states. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Recover your health. If you are suffering from an illness, surgery, or injury, Team Physical Therapy can get you back on your feet again with today's most advanced physical therapy treatments. 872-5111. Our highly trained physical therapists evaluate and treat a wide range of physical conditions. Team Physical Therapy is committed to a timely and effective recovery for each of our patients. Call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111 or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
Going to check some of the roster moves for South Loop. Morgan and Furrow back in. We got some new players out there as well. Shot put up by Finney from three, no good. Rebound by Myers. Also in the lineup now, Dawson Downey, a freshman. Long three by Record. That's way off the mark, and then goes out of bounds. Last touch by South Loop's Callan Watoon. Elijah Kuhl also in the lineup now with 27.8 remaining.
We're trying to get the ball to Ryan Finney. He's one of those seniors for Anselmo-Merna, trying to get him in the scorebook.
And he'll launch from the corner. It's off the mark, no good. Out of bounds, last touch by Barrett McIntyre. And South Loop will have the basketball. 56-39, 24.8 remaining. And it looks like South Loop will just try to run out the clock. Morgan feeds it ahead. And he'll get the ball back from Kuhl. Downing has it up top. Down to 11 seconds remaining. And they will just simply run out the clock. And South Loop is going to improve to 10 and 12 on the year. And Anselmo-Merna is going to conclude their year at 13 and 11. So your championship game for Thursday night in the D1-10 is set here in Sargent. It'll be a 7 o'clock tip. The top seed, Twin Loop, 20 and 3 on the year, taking on the number 3 seed, South Loop, 10 and 12. Those two teams met up the very first game of the year in a game that both Brent and Jeremy were at, and they'll be here on Thursday night. Jeremy figuring up the stats. We'll come back and pass them along to you here on 95.3.
Geared for Sports on the west side of Broken Bow is ready to help you gear up for spring sports. Whether you're hitting the golf course, running track, or stepping up to the plate for baseball and softball, Geared for Sports has the gear you need. New arrivals are landing daily, including chubby shorts for men, Hydro Jug bottles, and Beck sunglasses. Stop in, stock up, and get geared up for a winning spring season at Geared for Sports in Broken Bow, your hometown headquarters for athletes of every age.
Thinking about a remodel or planning a new build this year? Now's the time to get your projects on the schedule with Duda Plumbing. Scott and Colton handle full remodel plumbing, new construction installs, and professional sewer video inspections to spot issues before they become surprises. They serve Broken Bow and surrounding communities with dependable, detail-driven service, plus septic plumbing when needed. Don't wait until everyone's booked. Call Duda Plumbing today, where they do the plumbing.
A new year means new plans and a fresh start for your savings. At Custer Federal State Bank, we believe hard work deserves a safe place to grow. Whether you're saving for the farm, the family, or the future, our savings accounts are built for folks who value trust, service, and hometown banking. Start the year off right with neighbors who know you by name. Stop by Custer Federal State Bank today or visit us online. Custer Federal State Bank, your hometown bank, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Wait! Stop! This is not a drill. Gateway Motors just triggered a vehicle alert you need to hear. Select Chevrolet Equinoxes, Trax, Trailblazers, Nissan Altimas, Jeep Compass, and Toyota Camrys are all part of one exclusive promotion. Just $299 down, $299 a month with approved credit, and every one of them is tagged with the Gateway Motors Lifetime Powertrain Limited Warranty. There are only 10 vehicles available. When they're gone, they're gone. Look for the vehicles with the green dot on the windshield. That's how you know they're part of the deal. Get to Gateway Motors in Broken Bow. This is only while supplies last.
South Loup outscored Anselmo-Merna 35-14 in the second half, and they pull away for a 56-39 victory. And with all the numbers, here is Jeremy Scheib.
All right, thank you very much, Larry. Your final numbers for South Loup first as the visitors on the scoreboard. Victorious 56-39. Led in scoring by Crew Wattoon. He had 6 points in the first half, but then went on a tear, scored the rest of his 19 points in the second half. 18 points for Dylan Pandorf, also had 6 points in the first half, put the rest of his scoring to work there in the third and fourth quarter. 6 points for Hudson Vickers, 5 points for Connor Paulson, 4 for Malachi Neff and Tyson Shacker to round out the South Loop scoring. For Anselmo-Merna, it was Dane DeRee with 24, 8 for Colin Wright, 3 for Braden Wilson, and 2 apiece for Timmy Myers and Kanan Priest. Team stats, 2 of 7 from the free throw line for Anselmo-Merna, 13 of 23 were the Bobcats of South Loop. Anselmo-Merna 24 turnovers to South Loop's 15, 32 rebounds for Anselmo-Merna to South Loop's 26. That particular category, it did feel like Anselmo-Merna had much more than just 6 rebounds than their counterpart, South Loop, but it is a 32-26 edge on the rebounds for Anselmo-Merna unofficially. So again, Anselmo-Merna falls 39-56 to South Loop. The Bobcats advance to take on Twin Loup in a game you'll hear and see from Central Nebraska's sports source on Thursday.
And of course, earlier tonight it was Twin Loup getting a 60-20 win over Burwell to also advance to that championship game on Thursday night. So a couple of games. I'll tell you what, that second half, South Loop, we've talked about it this year, Jeremy. They have the potential to do what they did tonight, and they showed it a few times this year, and they showed it in the second half tonight.
They did, and this really was a track meet of a game. I think that they won't necessarily want to play that kind of game against Twin Loup. Twin Loup likes to get up and down the floor, and they do it extremely well. So maybe you prepare for Twin Loup a little bit differently than you did for Anselmo-Merna, but hey, you got the win, and you have the ability to make those adjustments because your season is continuing. So we hope you folks join us for that game on Thursday.
Yeah, and that's going to be a fun one. And again, Jeremy and Brent will have that call here on 95.3, and the winner of that will advance to the district championship either Saturday, Monday, or Tuesday of this coming weekend.
All right. Well, thanks for your help, Larry.
Oh, hey, it's always been fun, and I think I'm looking forward to working with one of you guys on Friday night for girls districts.
Yeah, yep, we'll work. This won't be our last time working together. Girls district basketball coming up. Again, the station calendar page of sandhillsexpress.com is where you can stay informed on all the places that we're going to be, when, and where you can listen or watch. For Jack Simpson behind the camera, he's Larry Cotner. I'm Jeremy Scheib, wishing you a great rest of your Tuesday night. We'll talk to you again from Sargent here on Thursday evening.
Thank you for listening to our coverage of high schools.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean. And Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass, and Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a 3-time state medalist, and there, really nice takedown, good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Fay at the buzzer, hits the 3, nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long 3, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks, double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep 3, hit it. That's a 3 for South Loop.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau.
Oh.
Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second, 6, and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Home, going back. Home will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Home, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhill Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos, a 3, got it. His 3rd from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce, gets it into Ryan. Nice post move, lays it up and in, and scores 2.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key, long 3, she puts it up, and that's gonna go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime, goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it, and looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist pump.
Bounce pass to the elbow to Jackson Henry, handoff Loy. Loy picked up by Miller. Loy bounces it inside to Henry. He'll put it up and score! And Ansley Litchfield has their first lead of the game.
That's a good-looking car out of Laramie, Wyoming again.
Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound. Throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean. And Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field.